The following is a production of CUTV Sports. Hello everyone and we welcome you to California Area High School for this week's broadcast of High School Game of the Week. This week it will be the top-ranked Clairton Bears going against the California Trojans. For Zach Lamar, my name is Tyler Harris and we thank you for tuning in this evening. Now Zach, as we know, California, Clairton, a pretty good game nonetheless, but these two teams had different matchups this week. Why don't you tell me more about those?
Well, last week, Clairton continued their long and illustrious winning streak, winning 41-0 over Carleton. So they scored a lot, and their defense shut Carleton down. Now, California was on the other side of victory. They suffered a 50-14 defeat to Fort Cherry. In California, their defense has given up 90 points so far in their first two games. So the defense will really have to step up if they're going to beat a team like Clairton.
Yeah, Clairton's streak right now to 65, looking at number 66. But last year, these two teams played against each other, Zach. And not only that, Clairton didn't have as many wins as they do right now, but nonetheless, the results are looking to be the same for Clairton, but California's looking to make a proven upset.
Yeah, they're going to want to flip the scoreboard around this year. Last year, Clairton defeated California 54-6, so the mercy rule was in effect. The clock, I'm sure, did not stop in the second half at any point. So California, for them to win, they're going to have to play a very stout defense, and their offense is going to have to keep up with Clairton tonight.
Yeah, an upset is possible. Anything can happen under these Friday night lights, so make sure you guys stay tuned for this one. It's going to be exciting when we come back to California Area High School for this week's High School Game of the Week.
Sundays at 8:30, Thursdays at 5:30, only on CUTV.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Something's not right.
My first symptoms were
constant tingling in my toes.
Had double vision. They said you have multiple sclerosis.
Kind of had to get a grasp on reality.
I had to adapt and change very rapidly.
I had to learn how to drive with my hands. Yeah, that was interesting.
A symptom may cause you not to be able to do that anymore. And at one point, I wasn't able to do any of those.
Since I've been cycling, it's definitely helped my walking.
It's a fantastic opportunity to be working together with a common goal of curing MS, and sharing is the key.
Watch CUTV online anytime, anywhere. Check out your favorite original programs, coverage of the biggest events on campus, and cheer on your Vulcan sports teams. CUTV. Log on. Tune in now. Visit cutv.calu.edu/live.
Hello everybody, and we welcome you to California Area High School to watch the California Trojans take on the Clairton Bears. And Zach, we all know that this game is definitely going to be interesting since it is a conference matchup. I think we're going to be in for a special treat tonight.
Yeah, we are, especially seeing a team like Clairton, who's ranked #1 in the entire state in Single A. Their long winning streak, they're going for 66 straight wins tonight. It's one of the longest in the entire country in history. I know that. So if they can get the big win here tonight, they'll continue on a long road to having yet another perfect season and reaching the goal of another state title.
They have 4 back-to-back, Zach, and they're looking for number 5. They're looking for the 5-peat, and it is possible, but nonetheless, they still have to get past California first in order to do so. Just to let you guys know, it is ranked 11th all-time in high school, and the win tonight will tie for the 10th best all-time winning streaks. So definitely very interesting stats there. They're number 17 overall, Clairton is, number 17 overall in the state, and number 360 in the nation overall. As we look at today's forecast, though, Zach, pretty good football weather, I'd say.
It is pretty good football weather for those fans that do not like being brisk and cold, though. It's not going to be time for you. It's 62 degrees, 15-mile-an-hour winds, and about 1% humidity or chance of rain out there as the kick is away from Clairton, and California will receive, but they missed the ball.
They do miss the ball. They're going to let it go back to the end zone for a touchback, but here come your California starters on offense as we see number 13 there, Austin Hunter. He's looking to lead the offense for the California Trojans. Corey Adams, the running back, splitting time with James Bongiorno. A lot of great talent on this team, a lot of mixing up this team's going through right now to find their definite starting 11 on offense and on defense as well. But nonetheless, this is going to be a good test to see which kids are willing to step up big against a very strong team.
Yeah, and Austin Hunter, the senior quarterback, he has had some experience, so maybe that'll help into California's hands when their offense has to go against Clairton's defense. And Clairton's defense is very well. They came off a 41-0 shutout against Carleton the previous week.
And it's the 1st and 10. California in the full house offense, and it goes to the running back. The running back looks to throw downfield. He has the open receiver. It is caught for the first play of the game, and he will be brought down at around the 22-yard line. An amazing grab there for California, and the fans are going wild right now.
And California shucks everyone. That was such a big play. First play of the game. You see right here, that is actually number 1 throwing the pass. That is Dimitri Clements for California as he completes the pass downfield to number 10, KC Zychek, and that's a big gain, especially on the first play of the game, as now we look at Clairton's defense, highlighted by some players like Carlito Spence, Jawan Bray, Khalil Berry in the backfield, and then your linebackers are the heart and soul of a defense, in my opinion.
As we take a look again in the shotgun formation, he has a sidecar to his right. Hunter's back, and he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to take it upfield as he fights to about around the 20-yard line. A gain of about 2 yards.
They will mark it at the 21, so it'll really only be a gain of about 1. So coming off the big play, California trying to run the ball this time. Hunter is now the quarterback after the first pass came from Dimitri Clements. I have a feeling that was probably a running back pass. So a little trickeration on the first play. Now you're trying to get back to the ground and pound and get the ball into the end zone to start the game off.
It'll be 2nd and 9, and the full house offense back out there for California. Austin Hunter under center. Hunter takes a snap, and there's a flag on the play.
And it was going to be a false start on number 1, Dimitri Clements. I can see it from here. He leaned just a bit before the ball was snapped, so this one will back up California 5 yards.
Tough play. I mean, after a really big play on the first play of the game, big time, not a good time, I will say, to take a flag right there. You want to continue the momentum you got off that first play, and you want to strike early if you're California.
Yeah, especially their defense has given up an average of 45 points a game their first 2 games. They've only scored 14 total on the season, so they have to strike early and often if they want to beat a team like Clairton.
2nd and 14. Austin Hunter takes a snap and hands off to the running back. Oh, no, it's a keeper. Austin Hunter up to about the 12-yard line. What a play by California's offense, keeping up the trickeration.
A great quarterback keep right there. He faked both of us out. I thought that was a handoff, as you see on the replay, but he finds a big wide open hole, almost gets past the defender, but he is taken down. I think if he got past that guy for Clairton, then we would have been talking about a California score right there.
That's a good way to reestablish momentum as well, Zach, as you see Austin Hunter bringing the play back to the huddle. Another 1st and 10, 3rd and 1 actually for the California Trojans.
So a short 3rd down play. Let's see what California does here on the offensive play calling.
And it'll be a run right up the right side, and they are pushing and driving forward before the play is ended. And it looks like he might get the forward progress, but we'll have to find out, wait and see.
They are mocking him at the 10-yard line, so that looks like it's going to be past the first down, and they're going to give him the first down. And such drive and strength right there. That is number 25. That is James Bongiorno for California. Some great strength right there to get past a few Clairton defenders and then put into a huddle right there and keep going for a couple extra yards to get the new set of downs.
Jared Magruder, the tall number 64 there, was the one who really drove that pack forward, really got the first down. It's a great team effort there to get the first down as they look to start the clock. Austin Hunter so far very impressive in these first couple plays.
Yeah, and on that play from Bongiorno, we actually saw Hunter fake a pass, try and fake out some of the defenders to keep coming his way to open up some holes for Bongiorno to keep running. Clairton didn't bite, but if we keep seeing the trickeration here, then California's going to have a lot of success tonight.
And it looks like we're going to see a timeout by Clairton. They want to take a timeout to California timeout, rather. California wants some time to work on that 10-yard offense to try to get into the end zone, Zach.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you visit our concession stand. We have a lot of great food tonight, including hamburgers.
And now we're going to, since tonight's game is live on PCN, we're going to thank our cable partners. You're watching live statewide coverage of the PCN Game of the Week featuring the Clairton Bears and the California Trojans. And the production is brought to you by our community cable partners across the state, serving more than 10 million Pennsylvanians and 3.3 million homes, whether on cable or online at PCN Select. PCN is your only source for all things Pennsylvania, including sports. And thanks to everyone involved in tonight's production, and a big thank you as well to all of the cable companies that carry PCN, bringing the exciting action of the PCN Game of the Week to millions of residents in the communities across the state.
Yeah, PCN really does have some really great programming. Farm Show is always one of my favorites. I enjoy watching the Farm Show. A lot of great things on there, especially whenever Gettysburg comes around, the time for Gettysburg to reenactments and stuff like that. It's a great time to watch. But nonetheless, we got some football action to get back to, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. California first and goal from the 10-yard line. Hunter takes a snap, fakes a handoff, throws to the end zone. He has the receiver there, but just a little overthrown.
And that was a great pass. I think if the receiver, that is number 10, Casey Zychek for California. If he kept running a little bit and kept his eye on the ball, that would have been a touchdown because he had enough separation from number 5 for Clairton, Khalil Berry, that would have been a score for California early in this game.
Yeah, again, Zach, going back to what I said, that's the first points that Clairton would have let up all season so far. Clairton doesn't want that reputation to go to waste yet, so they're going to fight hard in these last 10 yards to make sure that doesn't happen. Second and goal for California. Austin Hunter back in shotgun. Takes a snap, takes it himself up the middle, and he'll gain roughly about 4 yards for about a 4-yard carry.
So right there, that run sets up better for field goal positioning if you don't convert this third and goal, but also it gets you closer, so you have more options to run with a play call here near the goal line. So if you want to run a tight end down on a flat route or have a couple slant routes from your receivers, that's going to be good for you to use when you're closer to the end zone than farther away.
As you saw in that shot before, Coach Tom Nola, the head coach for the Clairton Bears, definitely a very prestigious man, if you will, in the high school coaching area. But nonetheless, it will be third and goal. Little confusion on offense. And there will be another timeout called for California.
And this is not what California wanted to do here, spending 2 of their first timeouts already in the first half with only 8:33 left, as now we're going to look at California's schedule. In their first 2 games, they lost to Monessen and at Fort Cherry. And then after this game tonight against Clairton, they have 4 straight road games against all conference opponents. So they have a very tough schedule this year, and they would like to start off in the win column tonight against the #1 team in the state.
Oh, that would be such a big win, especially carry a lot of momentum for them for the season upcoming. Those 2 teams they lost to in prior weeks, Monessen and Fort Cherry, very, very talented teams this year, and they're actually playing each other this week as well. So we'll see which of those 2 teams is the better team. But nonetheless, California, a lot of tough competition earlier in the season. You got Monessen, you got Fort Cherry, you got Clairton now. As we see a little bit of clip of the cheerleaders definitely getting the crowd into it as they're putting on an impressive first drive. But nonetheless, the road for California isn't easy, and this team is definitely improving from within years past. They're definitely getting a lot more solid. So definitely a big time here to prove themselves and prove their worth.
Getting those top 3 teams out of the way in your first 3 games will help California, I think, though, because the schedule gets a little bit easier as you go on. So if they can get a win tonight, they have some momentum to hopefully post a winning record this season.
Austin Hunter back. He's looking left. He's going to try to carry it himself, and he's got all the room in the world. Touchdown! California strikes first.
And that's a beautiful quarterback keeper, kind of similar to the play run when we filmed Jeff Morgan and Carmichael as a quarterback keeper for a touchdown. And California strikes first at 6-0, barring the extra point. But Austin Hunter, a great fake right there, finds complete running lanes on the outside, and Clairton is just not able to keep up with him. And like we said, those are the first points Clairton has given up all season, Tyler.
And not only that, it's the first points of the game. Definitely something Clairton didn't expect, and now California might have them back on their heels a little bit now. Definitely fighting strong in this first quarter, and that's exactly what you have to do, as we will see kicker Devin Peterman come up for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. It is 7-0 California in the first quarter. When we come back to action, expect Clairton's first possession of the game. Stay tuned.
CUTV is your home for local high school football action. Sundays at 8:30, Thursdays at 5:30, only on CUTV.
You're watching CUTV, California University Television.
And we welcome you back to California Area High School for the remainder of the first quarter action here at the Trojan Field. Currently 8:26 left in the first quarter. California strikes first with a crucial touchdown in my opinion, and Clairton looks for the first time to get the ball for the first time all game.
Yeah, they're going to want to even up the score fast, because if you let California continue the success they had, they're going to start running up the scoreboard on Clairton, a team who usually runs up their scoreboard on their opponent.
Absolutely, as we see a rapid kickoff. It's going to be a squib kick. A little bit of fumbling, and they will be tackled right around the 45-yard line. So great field position coming up for Clairton.
We're going to look at the touchdown again, Tyler, as we see Austin Hunter on the keep, rolling to his left and finds an open lane. Defender is just not able to catch up with them, and he gets on the board first for California, and that's a big momentum swing. I know it's early in the game, but every point counts. And now we look at the Clairton offense, Quarterback is Aaron Matthews, and then the running back, Lamont Wade. So they're going to look to run the offense here for Clairton Bears.
Aaron Matthews, a sophomore quarterback. Definitely young, but nonetheless pretty experienced. He'll take the snap a little low. Throws to his receiver. That's number 4, but it is incomplete, just a little overthrown. Had the receiver open, just a little overestimated the height on that one.
As now we look at California's defense, they have got to learn to stop Clairton if they're going to want to win tonight. Jared Magruder up front, Brad Timko, James Bongiorno, we called his name on offense in the linebacking core, and then Malik Jackson and Nathan Harris, the safety and cornerback duo, and Casey Zychek also one of the safeties. So California, they're going to have to step up big if they want to win tonight.
You're absolutely right about that one. And it looks like Clairton will take the pro-I offense. As he hands off to his running back up the middle, he'll gain quite a few yards until he is brought to a halt right around the 47-yard line.
That's going to be a gain of 8, Tyler, based on where the officials are marking it. They weren't actually blowing the whistle. I'm surprised they didn't blow the whistle sooner, but they gave Clairton a chance to keep on fighting for extra yards, but they stopped his progress when there was a giant huddle, as we see on your screen right now on the field.
Looks like Lamont Wade was on the carry on that one. Lamont Wade, a freshman running back. Absolutely impressive to see a lot of freshmen coming through this really good organization. That must mean something, you know. You see a freshman coming through an organization like this. Pro I formation again. Hands off to the fullback. Oh, no, it's a reverse to the left side. And he has California beat, and he's got a lot of open green. One defender to beat, and that's a touchdown, Clairton. Aaron Matthews.
Story right there, Tyler, but just like we saw with California, there's a quarterback keeper right there. Aaron Matthews this time striking for Clairton. That puts his team on the board looking to tie the game.
Take a look at the replay, and there it is right there, the reverse. Had number 10 open, but he took it himself. Like I said, a sophomore talent, had one defender to beat. That was Harris, just couldn't get there in time. And Clairton will go for the extra point.
An odd formation here as California actually takes the ball away, so the extra point is no good. Not exactly sure what happened there, but when we come back from break, we'll see some more action here on CUTV.
Need to know what's happening in your area? CUTV News Center brings you your best local news. Events on and around campus. Local weather. Vulcan sports coverage. CUTV News Center, live, Thursdays at 5.
You are watching CUTV, California University Television.
And welcome back to the high school game of the week. California leads Clairton 7-6 currently after a failed extra point attempt. It was more of a 2-point conversion, if you will, but nonetheless, it was a failed attempt. And Clairton will be kicking off to California. 7:21 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, bizarre turn of events as kickoff is approaching for Clairton on their extra point attempt. As now the kick is away, another squib kick. But it really surprised both of us, Tyler, that they didn't just go for the extra point, as now there's actually a big return right there as California will start at the 30-yard line.
Buongiorno on the return.
And here's the touchdown run again, if you will. Aaron Matthews taking it himself on the fake handoff to the fullback. Totally fools California's defense. That California defense has been struggling, as you said in the open, Zach, and they're showing why right there. Aaron Matthews is doing a great job on the outside, getting to the outside and running that option play. But nonetheless, quarterback Austin Tyler will take over back on offense for California as he looks to put on another drive like he did last one.
And a thing that kind of consequence for Clairton, if they let California on the board again with another touchdown, then they'll be down by 8, and they'll have to think in their head, maybe go for 2 to try and tie it up because they missed that first extra point.
Again, a snap to the running back. He'll take it up the middle, but he is stopped immediately by that tough Clairton defense.
Yeah, and the runner, James Bongiorno, is actually upended. We can see his legs go in the air. We'll be looking at the replay on your screen now, but no gain for California, so Clairton's defense is going to want to make a statement on this drive.
James Bongiorno, nice attempt, but nonetheless, that formation worked before, that same play worked before. Snap it to your running back, but however, Clairton was a little bit more expecting of it this time, maybe trying to run up the middle, but Clairton had a nice closed defense, wasn't allowed to do that for California. Austin Hunter back under center. Fakes a handoff to his running back, looks left, and he throws. It's a tough covered receiver, and it is tipped away by the Clairton defender there. Number 5. That'll be Khalil Berry.
As Khalil Berry right there, Tyler. He had great coverage on the receiver. We'll see here on the replay who the receiver was that Hunter was attempting to complete the pass to. And it hard to see. That was number 10. That was Casey Zychek. He's been calling his number a lot on his attempts. And that will be 3rd and long for California. They're going to want to sustain a drive here to convert this 3rd down and get a new set of downs.
Absolutely. You need to keep that momentum on your side if you're California. We got taken away a little bit on that last touchdown. However, you're still leading, and you still need to make sure you continuously work your offense, get as much points as possible. Austin Hunter will take the snap. He'll look to his left, and he's under pressure. He rolls out of the pocket. He throws to the right, and he is out of bounds. And California fails to make any attempt on their first 3 plays and will be looking to punt on 4th down.
And we see on the replay here, he tries to step up and then finds himself under pressure, Austin Hunter that is, and then he throws the pass downfield. That is again Casey Zychek. So Clairton is probably singling on Casey Zychek now, maybe see some double teams on him, as we have 6:23 left in the first quarter. It is 7-6 California.
Lamont Wade back to receive for Clairton. He's a fast runner. He's a freshman, and that's why he's out there. He's that talented. And there's also one more back there as well. Actually, they're going to go for it. Looks like nope. They're going to go back. Definitely a lot of confusion on both teams right now. Not sure which way it's going to go. 2 defenders back for Clairton. It is almost blocked, but the punt gets away. And Clairton will let it roll. And California will touch it right about the 37-yard line, rather.
That was a tricky set of plays right there, Tyler. I actually had to point out to you that it looked like they were going for it, but then the punter stepped back and got the punt away just barely, and Clairton almost blocked it. That would have been a big shift of momentum for them to put them very close in range for another touchdown or possibly a field goal.
Clairton will look to reestablish that scoring drive from last time, and as they look to take the ball at around the 37-yard line, rather. 1st and 10. Matthews is back, and he looks to the left, and he finds his receiver, number 2. That's Ryan Williams, as he'll dance around the inside. And the ball is loose, but it will go out of bounds before it's recovered by any other player. The ball will remain Clairton's.
And that is a lucky break for Clairton, right there, as the ball goes out of bounds. If California had recovered that, sets it up with great starting field position. That is number 2, Ryan Williams. Like you said, he needs to hold on to the ball a little bit better. If Clairton's going to have a chance to go on top now, it's actually not a tie, it's 7-6. But if they want to go on top, they're going to have to sustain a long drive here.
Brad Timko on the forced fumble on that one. Nonetheless, it was a gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8 yards for Clairton as Matthews goes back under center. He's in the shotgun formation. He automatically starts running to the right. He's going to keep it himself, and he will be met by some California defenders right around the 42-yard line.
So California, their run defense is stepping up a little bit here, like Clairton's did their last drive. So maybe the defenses do step up tonight, as right there they contain Aaron Matthews just enough. It's a short, minimal gain. It will be 3rd and 6 for Clairton.
We're in that bend don't break defense right now. California is, except they kind of broke earlier in that one. Only 3 plays on that first possession, but nonetheless, they're stepping up big on this drive. Back to the I formation for Clairton. Matthews under center. He'll take the snap. He'll look right. He'll throw over the middle, and it is caught to the sideline, and it will be a 1st down, Clairton.
And that pass was almost dropped. It bobbled in the receiver's hands. That is number 9, Harrison Dreyer for Clairton, and that would have been a big break for California if they were able to stop Clairton on that 3rd down. But now they'll keep the drive going, and 3 more fresh new downs to continue to try and pile on to the scoreboard.
Again, there's Coach Tom Nola. Definitely, like I said earlier in the broadcast, one of those men that you respect, one of those coaches that you respect as well. Very, very prestigious. As whenever he came to Clairton, took over the head coaching job back in 2002, I believe it was, and really took this program off the ground. As we see the handoff up the middle, and they will be met by California for a gain around 2 yards.
So on all the running plays for Clairton here on this drive, they've only gained 6 yards total on 3 running plays. So California trying to stop the run and force Clairton to pass and see if Aaron Matthews can be as successful on the pass as he was the running play that got the first touchdown, as we have 4:46 left in the first quarter.
The clock is ticking because it was a run play. 2nd and 8 for Clairton. Ball on about the 49-yard line. Matthews under center. Matthews will take the snap. He automatically starts running to the left, and there is a defender there, but he avoids that one. Another defender, he avoids that one. And he continues to drive, keeps the leg moving, and goes down to about the 44-yard line. Impressive run by Aaron Matthews.
And that actually was not Aaron Matthews. The direct snap went to number 10, Lamont Wade, Tyler. So some more trickeration in this game. We saw a lot from California. Now Clairton's trying to get in on the act, as it will be 3rd and 3 with 4:04 left in the first.
A lot of trickeration on this team. Both teams, actually, Zach, doing a good job. Definitely trying to
keep the game always confusing, you know, trying to keep it always mystery. Nonetheless, Matthews back under center, run up the middle to the fullback. Nope, it's a pitch to the right, and there's a lot of open ground there as he will go out of bounds, and there's a flag on the play.
We'll have to see what the flag will be called for. It could be a holding, it could be a face mask. Not exactly sure. I thought I saw an official wave down for the first down markers to come on, but the players are going back, so it looks like it will be on Clairton.
After the official call, we'll go back to the replay, but let's see what the head referee has to say about this one. And it will be a holding call on the offense as we'll take a look at the replay. It'll be third down for Clairton.
10-yard penalty. Replay.
There's a great flip play right there. I thought the fullback had the ball, and California was convinced that they had him stopped. But then the ball was pitched out to number 10, Lamont Wade, who had a great run, but is negated by a holding call. So it will be 3rd and 9 from the 49-yard line.
It looks like James Hines was the one on the jersey grab on that one. Nonetheless, 3rd and 9 for Clairton. Back under center. He almost gets sacked. Nonetheless, he will make it to about the 42-yard line. That's number 4. That's Joe Jawanberry.
And that is going to be short of the first down, Tyler, so we'll have to see, does Clairton go for it already in California territory as it's 4th and 3, or do they get the ball away and force California deep in their own territory around maybe the 10-yard line?
Definitely a lot of strategy coming up, but nonetheless, that was Jawan Bray on that call, on that play, rather. I had the missed call on that one, but nonetheless, it's going to be interesting to see what Clairton does, and it looks like they're going to go for it. And that they will. Matthews will line up under center in the shotgun formation, sidecar to the left. He'll take the snap, and he'll keep it himself, going up the left side, and it will be a first down and more as he is tripped up and is taken down right around, looks like the 27-yard line. The referee is marking it off. Great 4th down conversion.
Similar to the play that scored Clairton's touchdown, Aaron Matthews keeping the ball right there. Looked like he was going to go up the middle and then bounced off one of his tackles, went outside. A big pickup right there for Clairton, and California's defense not able to stop Clairton yet again when it's 4th or 3rd down.
1st and 10, Bears ball.
1st and 10 for the Clairton Bears. 2:31 left in the first quarter. As Matthews will again go back under center. Looks like the pro-I formation. They really do like that one. Matthews looking left, communicating with his receivers. And it looks like we might have a timeout on the play. And that's what it is. Timeout, Clairton.
And now we're going to look at the schedule for Clairton, Tyler. They have that long winning streak, like we said, 65 games currently. They had wins over Chartiers, Houston, and Carlinton. And after this, they have to go, they play Monessen at home, and then they have to go to Fort Cherry. Those are probably the 2 toughest games on your schedule at the end of the season. Brentwood, Bishop Canavan, and at Sarah Catholic. But these next 2 games coming up are the ones that really count if Clairton wants to continue the success they've had over the last 4 or 5 years.
Absolutely, yeah. This game is definitely a good way to help prepare yourselves for the upcoming schedule, because it doesn't get easy against Monessen. It doesn't get easy against Fort Cherry either. Fort Cherry definitely has a good offense going on for them this season, and they look to try to, both of those teams coming up, look to knock off that number 1 seed, Clairton. And it's going to be tough to do it, so it's going to be an interesting 2 weeks for Clairton after this. And it all actually starts right now. You have to get past California first, and California's not making it very easy for him. As we see the snap taken, Matthews will look left, and he throws deep downfield. He has the open receiver, and that is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Clairton.
And a deep pass right there for Aaron Matthews. California was playing to stop the run, and they found a receiver deep. So Aaron Matthews airs it out. We'll have to see who the receiver here was on the replay. That would be number 21 for Clairton. That is James Hines, who was actually called for a holding call before during the drive, and looked like it might have stopped Clairton's momentum, but right there, they get some back and they get back on the board. It is currently 12-7.
And it looks like they're gonna go back for the 2-point conversion as Matthews is under center trying to direct his offense. And that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna go for 2 points here. Matthews under center, he automatically rolls right, pitches to number 10. number 10, Lamont Wade, and he's trying to get back to the end zone, but just isn't able to do it. California, great two-point conversion stop on that one. And we're going to send it back to break as you are watching CUTV and PCN's Game of the Week.
High School Roundup, bringing you the best coverage of high school football in Western Pennsylvania. Tune in for scores, highlights, analysis, and the best plays from the previous week, plus previews and predictions of the week's biggest games, standings from across the region, and news from around the state. High School Roundup. Catch it. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on CUTV. You're watching CUTV, California University Television.
And welcome back to the High School Game of the Week here on PCN and as well as on CUTV. Clairton looking to kick off the ball after scoring a touchdown again against California.
Yeah, the touchdown right there was a deep pass from Aaron Matthews to James Hines. There's 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter, so this game is still closer than some probably thought it would be. Only a 5-point differential. If California can score on this upcoming drive, then they'll make themselves even closer to knocking off Clairton.
Ball's handled and taken up the sideline right around the right side, and he is brought down right around the 33-yard line, and California's offense is coming back out, led by Austin Hunter.
Yeah, and the offense for California, their first drive, they did really well. The second drive, not so much. Now we look at the offense for Clairton, their last touchdown. You see Aaron Matthews' deep pass. California was playing to protect the run. And James Hines there at the back of the end zone, back left corner to catch the pass, to put 6 more points as Clairton failed yet again on a point after a conversion. They went for 2, and Lamont Wade was stopped in the backfield, maybe around the 20-yard line actually, so it was no good on the 2-point conversion.
First and 10 for California. Hunter under center. He'll take the snap. Fake the handoff to his fullback. Actually, no, he'll hand it off to his fullback, and the fullback will be brought down right around the 35-yard line.
So a minimal gain right there, but every gain that California will have in this game will help them get to the end zone a little bit more. So that's what they really want to do on this drive. They need to get towards the end zone or get a field goal even to lessen the deficit or put themselves ahead.
There's still 1 quarter to be played before halftime, Zach, and you definitely want to make sure you keep it close before going into halftime. You don't want to let Clairton really establish a huge lead like that because it could be game-ending almost. 2nd and 7 for California. Austin Hunter will take the snap, hand it off to his running back, and he is met immediately by that tough Clairton defense, and the ball is loose, and he will take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clairton on a fumble recovery. That'll be number 9. That's Harrison Dreyer. What an impressive play by Clairton.
I don't even know if you can call that a fumble recovery title. I think he just stripped the ball out of the running back's hands. I'm not sure who was running the ball in that play. My guess is it's James Bongiorno, who's run the ball most of the time for California. But right there, Dreyer gets his hands right in there, strips the ball, and we just see him start running towards the end zone. And it shocked us, shocked the fans, and shocked maybe even California's sidelines to see a Clairton player running towards the end zone with the ball.
Clairton's going to set up again for the 2-point conversion. Matthews still under center, and there's a flag on the play. We'll see what this is all about.
Maybe a too many men on the field penalty. I'm not sure. I'm trying to count out, but we'll see the call.
It looks like it's going to be against California. Too many men on the field. You were right about that one, Zach. Too many men on the field for California. So that'll just make the chances for Clairton, get them a little bit closer to the end zone to succeed in this 2-point conversion. Matthews under center. There's a receiver running to the left, and there he is. He's going to take the handoff. He's going to try to stiff arm the running back, but not a chance down that one. It'll be ended before he can get to the end zone. So when we come back again, about 1:12 left in this first quarter, Clairton leads California 18-7.
Watch CUTV online anytime, anywhere. Check out your favorite original programs, coverage of the biggest events on campus, and cheer on your Vulcan sports teams. CUTV. Log on. Tune in now. Visit cutv.calu.edu/live. You're watching CUTV, California University Television.
And hello everybody, and welcome back to California Area High School as Clairton leads California 18-7 in this first quarter. The kick is off and California will receive the ball again as he takes it around the 12-yard line. He's going to look upfield. He tries to dance around a little bit, goes to the left, but he is brought immediately down around the 23-yard line. Austin Hunter and that California offense will come back on the field with 1:05 to work with before the end of the first quarter.
And on their last drive, they actually had a turnover that went for a score for Clairton as the ball was stripped by number 9, Harrison Dreyer, as we just saw him run out of a pile with the football. And Clairton yet again not able to convert for 2, so it is 18-7 Clairton. They've scored 18 unanswered points.
18 unanswered indeed as California looks to run the full house offense again. Austin Hunter under center. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff to the right side running back, and he'll still take it up the middle for a rough gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards.
So right there, just like the other drive started, they want to establish the drive with a running play. It's going to be 2nd and 8, so a short gain, but it helps your passing game. If you can run the ball a little bit further, maybe get a 3rd and 5, then you only have to complete a short pass and having to go in 10 yards for a first down.
You definitely want to grind away. Use this 3rd downs, 3 downs to your advantage against this Clairton team. Just slow but sure little steps, and eventually you'll get the end result that you want to.
We have 30 seconds left in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
Hunter takes the ball, rolls right, but he is met immediately by that tough Clairton defense. What a hit. Number 4 there, Jawan Bray, on the hit there for Clairton, assisted tackle there. And that will likely end the first quarter here for California. They're not looking to go for another play. They're going to let the clock run out and let that be the end of the quarter.
And that will bring it into the first.
So when we come back again, more first half coverage as Clairton leads California 18-7 right here on PCN and on CUTV.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year, 1 in 195 million. The odds of the child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism.
Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
You're watching CUTV, California University Television.
And we welcome you back to CUTV's broadcast of High School Game of the Week, airing on CUTV and as well as on PCN.
And now, since this game is live on PCN, Tyler, we're going to talk about PCN Sports. 2 million viewers watch PCN Sports coverage every year. Exclusive coverage of the PIAA High School Championships to other high school and collegiate sports action from all across the states. PCN Sports is the one to turn to for exciting athletic competition. You can catch that online or at cable. PCN, your only source for all things Pennsylvania, including sports.
PCN again. Great to have them join up with us in this game as we see California go back under center. We have a receiver en route. And there will be a flag on the play. Austin Hunter trying to find some open receivers. He's going to take it himself up the sideline, and he'll get to about the 33-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. I'm guessing it'll be offsides on the offense on that receiver that was in motion.
I'm going to call a legal motion on that one, Tyler, although I'm not sure if that would have stopped the play immediately. So it might be offsides on the defense. It's hard to tell, but the refs are going to call it now. Well, first they will huddle up and deliberate what's going on. My best guess is either offsides or a legal motion, because we did see the player in motion for California. And they are spending a lot of time trying to get this call right, because this could swing some momentum. It was 3rd and 20 for California, but a long run by Austin Hunter set up a short 4th down.
And I believe that's what exactly is going to be a legal procedure on the offense. A legal shift, rather, on the offense. So that definitely backs up California after a nice run there by Austin Hunter. It's going to come back just a little bit more, and that'll make it even a harder 3rd down try, as it'll be roughly about 3rd and 25 now for California's offense.
Yeah, we will have to see. The board is not updated yet. California is going back a long way, though, so it might be even longer than 25, Tyler. We'll have to see. This is going to be a big 3rd down for them.
It looks like it's going to have to be 3rd and 30. And I believe that's right, because they're on the 5-yard line now. It's about 3rd and 30 for California, and it's going to be a long 3rd down if they want to get it done here. If they can, definitely a great job by them. Good momentum shift, but nonetheless, they're actually going to be at the 10-yard line, 3rd and 26 for California. As we mentioned before, it would be about a 5-yard penalty. Receiver in motion. Hunter takes a snap. He's going to look right. He's going to stutter, and he's looking to throw deep, but he's being met by Clairton's defense back in the backfield, and there will be a loss of yardage on that one.
Austin Hunter with the keeper.
There is actually a flag on the play, Tyler, so we'll have to see. This might be a holding or maybe a face mask by Clairton's defense. This could go either way. If it's a holding, then that'll drive. It is going to be a holding on California, so we might see Clairton decline that penalty and just have California kick the ball on 4th down, but it remains to be seen.
And that's where it'll be. It'll actually be, looks like 74 on the block on that one. Nonetheless, they're going to decline, as you said, Zach, and they're going to let California go ahead and punt the ball away. On 4th and 26.
4th and 26.
And last time, Clairton almost blocked the punt, so we'll have to see. If they block this one, they'll probably end up for a touchdown.
The ball is snapped. The punt is away. The receiver is back. He gets the ball. He dances around, goes left, avoids a few defenders on that one, but he's brought down right around the 32-yard line.
That was number 10, Lamont Wade, on the return. The freshman running back and return man. Is now we're going to look at the standings in the Black Hills Conference. Clairton on top with Fort Cherry and Monessen tied with them for the top spot. In California, tied for the bottom with Carleton and Amani Christian, who I think Amani Christian actually dropped their season, so they are going to lose a game against Amani Christian. All of these teams are in the Black Hills Conference.
Yeah, that's right. Amani Christian wasn't able to have the team together this year. Nonetheless, Clairton has 2, again, tough games, like I said, against Monessen and Fort Cherry coming up. Both of them 2-0 in the conference. Monessen and Fort Cherry playing each other this week, so we'll see which one of the two teams is better again. Nonetheless, Clairton takes the ball under center. That's Matthews. And he's going to be brought down by California. Great presence on defense there. As we see, that's number 28. That'll be Corey Adams on the tackle.
That's going to be a big sack for California. That's going to drive Clairton back to 2nd and 17 from the 40. And Corey Adams right there with the pressure. A couple players, actually, the other one being number 1, Dimitri Clements for California. If they can stop Clairton on this drive right here, don't know if they'll get exactly great field position, but they can try to get back on the scoreboard themselves after having 18 unanswered points from Clairton.
Aaron Matthews under center with a sidecar to his left. He's having an impressive game so far. He looks to continue that now. The snap is actually fumbled rather, and he will be brought down again by California, finally, right around the 38-yard line. What an impressive job by California so far on defense on these first 2 plays.
That one right there, I would think, is on the center. That's number 52 for Clairton. That is Daniel Peo. He is a sophomore center. It was just a very low snap, and Matthews not able to corral the ball, and California drives them back This is going to be a very long third down. Going to be spotted at the 38-yard line. So by my math, that's going to be 3rd and 39, Tyler, with 9:24 left in the first half.
Definitely a very far conversion. Third down and long for the Bears. Let's see if Aaron Matthews can get back up there in time or not. It's got one play to do it. He takes the center under the I formation. Hands it off to his running back. He's got a lot of room up the middle. He's got some space to run. He's got 2 defenders to beat. He's not able to get past it. He's brought down right around the 50-yard line. And looks like number 10 there. Number 10 is Lamont Wade. He was looking for a flag on that one, but nonetheless wasn't able to get it. Impressive run nonetheless.
If you watch on the replay towards the end when the tackle is made, it looked like it could have been a horse collar penalty against California. Now Clairton's punt team is going to come out. As California stands up tall, it'll be 4th and 26. Their defense stands tall, and they look to get some starting field position that could work for them to get back on the scoreboard.
Aaron Matthews is the one that's back to punt. He's going to fake it. He's going to look right. He's got a lot of room to run. He's got a few defenders from California to beat. And he's wrapped up by one. He's going to head back to the left, and he's brought down by the ankle grab right around the 48-yard line. California's defense holding strong on the fake, not allowing Clairton to gain that first down.
And I'm surprised Clairton actually did not punt that ball. I think that might have been a mistake right there. You punt the ball and it pins California deep in their own zone, but now California's going to start with the ball basically at midfield, Tyler. So if they can get their offense going a little bit, they can either get a field goal or a touchdown and cut the deficit that they face against Clairton, who they're not running up the scoreboard like a lot of people think they usually do in games. They have not allowed a point up until this game when California struck first, and now it looks like they're trying to play up a little bit and maybe playing down to their opponent as well.
Receiver in motion. That'll be Malik Jackson. Austin takes a snap. He throws long, trying to keep that momentum in his favor, and it's just a little overthrown to the receiver, not able to keep up with it. That was number 10. That's Casey Zychek.
And again, Zychek is the intended receiver. That has to be at least the 6th or 7th time that Hunter has gone his way with the pass. As we look at the replay here, a nice fake to, I believe that's number 26 for California. No, it's not number 26, maybe number 24, Tyler Rothfuss, but the pass is maybe 5 yards too far downfield. Number 10, Lamont Wade on the coverage for Clairton, and we've called his name a lot. He's doing everything for the Bears tonight.
Definitely one of those key players that the team really likes to depend on. Nonetheless, back to center, Hunter goes. He'll take the snap, and he looks to keep it himself. He was looking for the option, but Clairton, actually, there might have been a fumble. There was. Let's just see which way this one goes. And it is Clairton's ball. Clairton able to recover that forced fumble. Again, that's the second fumble we've seen from California, able to take advantage of it.
That's not what California wanted to see from their offense. As we look at the replay, Hunter with the keeper, I thought maybe he had a hole right there to pitch the ball out, but he decided to keep it. And then number 9, Harrison Dreyer, who actually had the strip before the touchdown, makes the recovery. So he's playing a big part in Clairton's defense, holding California to only their first drive having any success, and since then, with 8:01 left in the first half, they've had nothing going for them.
Not very much going on at all, but again, number 1, Aaron Matthews back under center for Clairton. He'll take the snap. He scans the field. Defense is coming, and it is a big sack for California. That offensive line for Clairton just not being as big as they need them to be right now.
That is number 28, Corey Adams, on the sack. He sacked Matthews on the first play of the last drive for Clairton. So again, going to work on Clairton's offensive line, and this looks exactly like the first drive, or the last drive, excuse me, that Clairton had, where they were pinned back very deep, and they had to work a lot to get the first down yardage. It'll be 2nd and 23 now.
Brad Timko able just to split right between the center and that guard there, able to come in and make the tackle on Matthews. This California defense definitely not playing the way they showed in the first 2 games this season, and really stepping up big in this game. Again, Matthews under center, hands it off up the middle, and he will gain roughly a couple yards. It'll be right around the 47-yard line for Clairton.
It's going to be a gain of 6 right there, Tyler, so it's going to be 3rd and 17, I believe. It is 3rd and 17 with 6:55 left. So a bit more manageable for Clairton. They might actually if they get close enough, go for it on 4th down, knowing the field position plays into their hands based on how their defense is playing.
Lamont Wade, the side card in this one. Matthews back under center. Long 3rd down here. Matthews looks right, goes back to the left. He continues to the right, rather. Takes it upfield, breaking a couple of defenders, and California will bring him down right around the 40-yard line. Again, not breaking, but definitely bending a little bit on that one. It'll be a 4th down for Clairton.
I believe it's going to be 4th and 5 for Clairton, Tyler, so we'll have to see. Looks like Matthews is going over for the play call, so I believe they will go for it, which is smart based on what Clairton did last time. They gave California a great starting field position. Although they got the fumble recovery, you never know. California could have had some momentum going downfield and scored again. So right now, if you get another 1st down, you keep the drive going. If you don't, you pin California a little farther back than you gave them last time.
Absolutely. As Clairton takes offense again on the field, Matthews looks left. He's going to keep it himself. He's got one defender to beat, and he is brought down by California's defense. No conversion on 4th down this time.
And again, Clairton not able to convert on 4th down. Early in the game, when Clairton got their first couple scores in their first few drives, they were keeping the drives going on 3rd and 4th down. Now California's defense is stepping up in a big way. Like you said, they probably didn't play the best that they wanted to in their first 2 games against Monessen and Fort Cherry. Now we're seeing what California's defense can really do. They've had a couple sacks, both from Corey Adams, had a lot of pressure on the quarterback, Aaron Matthews, for Clairton. He's taking a bit of a beating. I've seen him get up slowly a couple times, so we have to see if California's defense can continue to play the way that they have, if their offense can start to contribute a little bit too and get themselves back into this game.
Hunter takes the snap. He's going to look left, but he's met by defense. He's going to continue running. He's got a lot of field to run up the right side. He's got one block. He's got another one. And the fumble on the play. California recovers the fumble, though, and that will send it up forward. What an amazing play.
There is a flag on the play, though, Tyler. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's farther down the field when Hunter was making his run, so my guess it's either an illegal block against California or it might be against Clairton. Could be a face mask. My guess, maybe block in the back, but there weren't really a lot of California players around Hunter that I saw. So we'll have to see as the referee is going to make his call.
There is no flag on the play. And here's the replay. And I think I saw the block that we might have been talking about. It looked like it might have been an illegal hit, but nonetheless, the referees have decided that it was not. We'll take a look. I'm sure you'll be able to see it on the replay here. And there's the block right there out of the left side of the screen. That might have been thought to be illegal at first, but nonetheless, the referees decided that it was not. And California on a big play there. As we see the referees, there will be a timeout for Clairton with about 5:30 left in the first half. What an amazing turn of events for California. And they finally have a chance to try to get back up on the board again, try to make this a little bit easier for them as we take a look at some of the replays, Zach.
Yeah, we have the first touchdown right here. There's a quarterback keeper to the left side, found an open running lane for Austin Hunter as California struck first. The first points that Clairton has given up all season to any of their opponents. And then Clairton, their offense started scoring as well as Aaron Matthews had a keeper of his own way downfield, ran a long ways for the touchdown. It made it 7-6 California as Clairton failed on the extra point conversion. And then after this one, we have a long pass downfield from Matthews to James Hines in the end zone. That made it 12-7 Clairton as they failed on the 2-point conversion.
And that'll be the last of our replays. But wow, California really has a great opportunity here to get back up on the board. As I said, only 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first half. They definitely look to strike again before halftime because, again, California received the ball. They'll be kicking off to Clairton for the second half. They want to make sure they get at least some more points on the board before going to halftime. Keep the pressure on this team because this game isn't over yet. California's fans are getting on their feet. They're excited about this one, as it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 for California. Receiver in motion. Goes to the right side, trips right. Hunter on the throw. He's looking to pass to his left. He has the receiver beat, but just a little too overthrown. Got a little too excited on that one. And it looks like Hunter was hit late on that play. No flag thrown, though. He's a little slow to get up.
Yeah, we see Hunter grasping near his legs. And there's actually going to be a holding penalty against California, so that's going to actually hurt them. It's going to be first down again, I believe, although the board says 2nd and 10. I honestly did not see a penalty flag on the play, Tyler, so we'll have to see what exactly the call is as the ref starts up.
That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a holding call on the offense. I didn't see a flag thrown either on that one, Zach. If my first thought might have been, if there was, it might have been a late hit on the defense. But nonetheless, California's going to get pushed back, and it looks like it's going to be 1st and 30 for California. We'll take a look what the board says. 2nd and 22, rather. 2nd and 22 for California. Ball at about the 35-yard line. Hunter back under center. And it'll be a direct snap to the running back. The running back looks for more room to run to, and he gains a few short yards there, maybe a gain of about 3 yards for California.
And that was first down again, Tyler, because on a holding penalty, it is only a 15-yard penalty, no loss of down, so now we'll be 2nd and about 18 or 19 yards. So they're going to try and keep the drive going. You figure this close to halftime with 5 minutes left, if they get a short, manageable 4th down, they might go for it, knowing that they need some points on the board to keep contending with Clairton like they have done so far tonight.
Not only that, you trust your defense that has been doing very well so far for California. Let them go back out there and do what they've been doing all first half. Back under center is Hunter. Hunter throws to the left. He has the receiver, and it is caught. Juggled out of bounds, but it looks like it's going to be caught. It is caught. The refs say that it was a catch. Fair catch, 1st and 10 for California. What a play.
Now, when we look at the replay here, that's Dimitri Clements, number 1 for California. He actually falls down to his knees as he's catching this ball. It was a miraculous grab. Looked like he might have bobbled it when he's going out of bounds, but the officials say he had control and a foot down. I believe that's the rule in high school. You only have to have 1 foot down, kind of similar to college level play. So 1st and goal from the 8-yard line for California.
1st and goal indeed, and this would be big again. Like I said, 4:15 left in the first half. Hunter under center. He's going to go to the right. He's going to go up the middle, and he's going to be met for a short gain of maybe 2 yards.
So it'll be 2nd and goal. You're just trying to sniff the end zone a little bit more. You can see it in your sights. Get to the goal line. You can put yourself on the board some more. Maybe even go for 2 here if you get into the end zone. Make it a field goal lead only for Clairton. There's 3:50 left. You might try and wind down some time here so Clairton can't strike back before halftime. Because like you said, they get ball after the half too. So California has a lot riding on this possession here if they want to get back onto the board.
Not only that, you want to put Clairton at the edge of their heels, not expecting to give up so many points quickly to Clairton. The snap is taken. It'll be panned off to the left, and he'll be met down around the 7-yard line, maybe about no gain.
It's actually going to be a loss of 1 based on where the ball was before it was on the 6. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 7 with 3:15 left. We might see a pass play here. Clairton, though, has been playing the run very well. So if California wants to have a gadget play here that they might throw in, this might be the time to do it because you want to get on that board against a team like Clairton.
Oh, you absolutely do. As you see, Austin Hunter taking orders from the head coach right now, trying to figure out what they want to do. As the play clock rolls down, it looks like it's going to go out. They're going to take the timeout, the last and final one of the half. California really wants to talk this one over, see what they can do to try to get in the end zone. Again, you only got 2 plays to do it. So nonetheless, they're going to look to do that. Again, very important possession here.
And now, since this game is on PCN, like we have said, we're going to look at some of the upcoming PCN sports coverage. The PCN Game of the Week returns next Friday, September 20th, as Elizabethtown takes on Manheim Central. And for a complete listing of upcoming games and live air times this season, visit PCNTV.com. And then collegiate football comes to PCN on November 16th as the PSAC Football Championship goes statewide. We'll check PCNTV.com in November for full details. But also, more coverage. Mark your calendars for December 13th and 14th. Live coverage of all 4 PIAA state football title games from Hershey Park Stadium. The PIAA State Championships, a production of PCN Sports only on PCN.
Clairton, definitely one of the teams that you've seen on that network 4 years in a row now, and each time they have won. Clairton, definitely a very prestigious program here in the single A division. Not only that, but statewide as well, very recognized, not only in the area, but you've seen articles about Clairton in the New York Times. You've seen about them in the LA Times as well. Definitely making a name for themselves here in Western Pennsylvania, but nonetheless, it is third and goal. California looks to strike again. Hunter under center, he looks right, he's met by defender, and he breaks it through and it's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, California. Flag on the play, though. This might be brought back.
We will have to see what the officials call. From the way the ref was talking to the head coach for California, he didn't look like he was upset or anything, so this might go against Clairton. If that does go against Clairton, the touchdown will stand. If it's against California, then they will have to redo the down or possibly a loss of downs, and the official is going to make his call.
Illegal shift on California. Struck him earlier, and he'll strike him again now as we take a look at the replay. What a play that Hunter had on that one. Breaking past the defender, went to the left side. He had one defender to beat. He lowers his shoulder and gets in, but nonetheless, the play doesn't count for anything due to the illegal shift. And California is going to have what looks like a 3rd and 12 now. 3rd and 12. It should be being a 3rd and goal from the 12 rather. And they're looking to try to strike again. This time, just a little bit less yards to work with. A little bit more yards to have to work with.
Yeah, and that play by Hunter, you hate to see that go to waste on the 5-yard penalty. Now he gets a snap again.
Under center, he throws and he speeds the receiver in the back, but it cannot be brought down in time. It looks like he kept 1 foot in bounds, just not able to come down with it. Triple covered by Clairton. And it looks like the receiver is a little bit injured on that one. That's number 1, that's Dimitri Clements. That's definitely one receiver you don't want to see go down.
And that would have been play number 2 of miraculous skill right there. As the first one, he went down to his knees to get the ball. And on this play, he is only 5'10", as you still see him down. But we are going to see if he made that catch, that would have been tremendous skill and effort from him. And it's going to be 4th and goal from the 12. If California goes for it, I won't be surprised because they have Clairton pinned back, and the way their defense has been playing the last few drives, they might pin him back even more, maybe get a safety out of it with 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first half.
Absolutely, and there's 2:32 left into the game, as you said, Zach. It's going to be interesting. It looks like they're going to go for it, and I couldn't agree with them anymore. You got Clairton pinned back, and you are working very well on offense right now. The offense is looking good. They're actually going to go for the field goal from the left hash mark. And the kick is up, and the kick will be no good. So Clairton will take control on offense from the 12-yard line.
And right there, the kick sailed wide right with 2:27 left. Clairton will have the ball looking to strike. They do get the ball after halftime. So if they can strike here and strike first when they strike on their first possession when they come back out, you may be looking at a 20-point deficit for California, around that at least. And that's going to be big for California to have to come back from, as their offensive drive stalled there around the 12-yard line.
It looks like we're going to have a new quarterback come in, Zach. Actually, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. That's number 2. That's Ryan Williams. He's the actual lone quarterback position on here. They might have Aaron Matthews out at receiver somewhere, but nonetheless, Ryan Williams is going to be under center now in this I formation. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off to the right, but he again is met by California. California, he's breaking out to the left. He found some little bit of running room. There's a flag thrown on the play. He'll be brought down about 3 or 4 yard gain, but there are flags everywhere on the play.
There are 2 flags. I'm thinking that one is for one penalty and the other is for another penalty. I'm not sure. It might have been for the same thing. I believe one of them is going to be a holding call on Clairton, though. Based on how the runner was getting away from the defenders, it looks like there was probably a holding. The other one might have been an unnecessary roughness, a face mask on California, so these penalties might negate and just have replay first down.
We'll see what the refs come up with as they continue to discuss what they saw on that play. Still talking it over, trying to get it right, trying to make sure that they call this one right down the middle. There will be a holding call on the offense as we wait to see what the second one will be. And the other one will be against California. They will offset, not exactly sure which one that is. It's going to be 1st and 10 nonetheless for Clairton. Clairton has a little bit more room to work with now. The ball will actually move forward. It looks like the penalties will not offset. Clairton will have 1st and 10 to work with. 2:18 left in the half.
The ball is actually spotted at the 27-yard line. So I think the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty cost California right there, as they probably did not offset. I think the holding was only 5 yards. The the holding was 10 yards. Unsportsmanlike conduct 15 yards. So those 5 yards might have been added on.
For the Bears.
It'll actually be 1st and 3 for Clairton. As he rolls to the left, he finds his receiver. He's wide open over the middle. He's got a lot of room work as he passes midfield. Flag on the play again as he's brought down right around the 45-yard line. The flag came out in the backfield. We'll see what that one's all about this time.
And that one's going to go against Clairton, Tyler. I saw it with my own eyes. A player for Clairton, I believe it's going to be an illegal block, as we actually have a player down for California around the 31-yard line. But back to the penalty, it will be on Clairton. Illegal block in the back, or just an illegal block, as the Clairton player shoved down the California defender and gave him no chance to take a shot at taking down the receiver.
That California player will get up and he's going to walk off the field, thankfully. And we'll see what the refs call on this one. I believe you're right, though. We'll look at the play after the call, after the referee makes his decision. And it will be a holding. It looks like actually a legal block in the back, as you said, Zach, on that one. It'll be a legal block in the back. As you see, Williams, out to his left, finds his receiver. We'll see if we can see the illegal block. We weren't able to see it on that one, but nonetheless, that receiver was number 4. That's Juwan Bray.
Yeah, we were not able to see the block, or the illegal block, excuse me, on the replay, but when I was looking downfield to see if any California defenders were there, I did see the Clairton defender push the Clairton blocker pushed down the California defender from behind, so that negated any big pickup for Clairton.
1st and 10. Williams back to throw. Long pass indeed it is, and it will not be brought down. Looks like the intended receiver on that one was number 9. That's Harrison Dreyer, the sophomore wide receiver.
And Tyler, a note. You said previously that there is a new quarterback in for Clairton. I just looked down at the Clairton sideline, and Aaron Matthews was running around a little gimpy on the sideline. It looks like his knee or his ankle. He is currently running by the benches for Clairton, so an injury situation there caused Ryan Williams to come into the game, but he looks like more of a passing quarterback, and that might be what Clairton needs to break the California defense, as they played the run so well in this game.
Absolutely, but Aaron Matthews really doing a great job so far, juking and moving his way through the California's defense. As we see Clairton take the ball, and it'll be a hand up right up the middle for a rough gain of about 3 yards.
So it's going to be 3rd and 7 for Clairton. 1:27 left in the first half, so we're winding down the first half now. Clairton's going to want to strike here. They want to get some more points on the board. A field goal will even help you, put you up by 2 possessions. It's still a 2-possession game right now, but any more points on the board helps your cause of escaping with the victory, especially on the road.
Absolutely, 3rd and 8 for Clairton. They're looking to, as you said, they're looking to score some more points before the end of the half. The clock is rolling with about a minute left in the first half. Williams takes the ball, looks deep as he throws deep. He has the open receiver, and it is on his fingertips and out of his hands. Not able to pull down the ball as he was triple covered by 3 California defenders. Not able to come down with it. Again, that was Harrison Dreyer as the intended receiver.
And that ball slipped right through his fingers. Looked like it might have been too slippery on his hands. The gloves that he is wearing has some sticky, not really sticky, you can't use stickum in football, but it gives you more grip on the ball. It looks like it just slipped through his hands right there. We have 54.5 seconds left in this first half. Clairton will go for it on 4th and 8 from the 46.
4th and 8 from the 46. I'm surprised they don't actually punt it here, pin them back, so California has very little chance, at least field position-wise, to get a score. Nonetheless, they're going to go for it. As Williams looks to the right, he finds open receivers, but he's going to keep it himself. And he's pressured and not able to convert the play as Williams is actually brought down towards the end of the play. California will have a chance to strike before the end of this half.
Yeah, 47.6 left, and we see right here there were actually some open receivers, short intermediate routes, but that wouldn't have gotten the first down. And then he just takes a stab at a receiver that is number 6 for Clairton. It's Tyreek Hammonds, and it's a turnover on downs. And we see right there, number 1, Aaron Matthews is back on the field for Clairton on defense. So we'll have to see if he comes back out as the quarterback for Clairton in the second half.
Matthews has been playing safety all game. Hopefully his injury won't make him suffer any on defense, because they're going to need it here because California's looking to score quick. First attempt for California. He's going to keep the ball. That's Hunter, and he looks like he's going to continue on a second effort. And it looks like it's going to be about a gain of 7 yards for Austin Hunter. Good job on the quarterback keeper. However, time is continuing to run here. California has no timeouts remaining. They're going to have to hurry up and get back to the ball if they look to do so.
Yeah, they need to get out of bounds some play here. There's 22 seconds left, and the clock continues to run down. They're going to no huddle. You have 4 receivers for California. You need to get out of bounds if you want to drive to keep going.
Austin Hunter under shotgun. He's going to look right. He's going to continue moving. He's going to throw deep towards the end zone, and just out of the hands of the receiver it is. 8 seconds left in the first half, and it's going to be 3rd and 3 for California. One more chance to get into the end zone.
And that might actually be good that the receiver did not catch that pass, because he would have been down about the 2-yard line, and I don't know if California had enough time to run up to the line of scrimmage to get another playoff before time expired. So right now you just heave up a prayer, Hail Mary. Austin Hunter, you have to get it down to the end zone. Find one of your big, tall receivers if you have any on your team. It looks like, looking at the roster, the biggest receiver they have is about 6'2", so you don't have a lot of height in your receivers. You just got to throw one up and have a prayer that someone comes down with it for your team as the half expires.
Full house formations, 3 receivers. Hunter fakes the handoff. He rolls to the right. Hunter looking downfield. He throws deep, and it is going to be out of bounds. And that looks like it will end the first half of football action here on the high school game of the week. As we say, Clairton is leading 18-7 over the California Trojans. Meet us back after the halftime break, and we will continue on with second half action right here at California Area High School.
High School Roundup, bringing you the best coverage of high school football in Western Pennsylvania. Tune in for scores, highlights, analysis, and the best plays from the previous week, plus previews and predictions of the week's biggest games, standings from across the region, and news from around the state. High School Roundup. Catch it Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on CUTV.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Need to know what's happening in your area? CUTV News Center brings you your best local news. Events on and around campus. Local weather. Vulcan sports coverage. CUTV News Center, live, Thursdays at 5.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to California Area High School, as we will watch Clairton's band take the field first, and then afterwards you will watch California's band take the field as well for their marching band performances.
Thank you for watching the Clairton Bears Marching Band. The band is under the direction of David Geckel and Honey Bear choreographer Charity Einke. Go Bears! Happy Friday 13th, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the field the 2013-2014 California High School Trojan Marching Zombies. The band is under the direction of Mr. Frank Stutter, Assistant Director Rob Armitage, drill instructors Nate Wright and Steve Sheffels Ventura, and guard instructor Jessica Crump. This year, the band will perform their show titled 1031, featuring music of Halloween with songs including Halloween, The Addams Family, Monster Mash, Careful People Eater, The Munsters, Time Warp, Tales from the Crypt, and Thriller. We hope you enjoy the show. Drum Major Kelsey Minkowski, is your band ready?
And now, another adventure with Savings Man.
Look, honey, the neighbors just bought a big screen TV.
Hey, I just got a bonus at work. Maybe we should get one too.
Hold on there.
Savings Man.
Using your bonus to secure your future by paying down debt or saving is a better way to go.
Well, I declare you're right, Savings Man.
Stay ahead by choosing to save. And don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses.
But their name is Johnson.
For more tips and tools, visit choosetosave.org today.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
CUTV is your home for local high school football action. Sundays at 8:30, Thursdays at 5:30, only on CUTV.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the high school game of the week here at California Area High School. The matchup between your number one Clairton Bears and the California Trojans. And Zach, it's been an impressive game so far.
It really has been, and we're going to look at some halftime stats right now. The rushing yards really favors Clairton, 142-9, but the passing yards is where California catches up, 80-52. So 194-89 in total yards. And the turnovers are even, so no turnover margin. And the penalties, 1 for 5 and 2 for 5, is really not a lot of penalties. We see a lot of penalty flags, but they're not really a lot of penalties going on in the game. And the turnovers have really not given any team really an advantage because they've both gotten 2 turnovers. So, but the score remains 18-7 Clairton, which is a lot lower than a lot of people would think.
Absolutely, and the rushing yards, and you see 142 with the rushing yards, Zach, and that's with all the sacks that California's been bringing on us of late in the second quarter rather. But we're going to take a look at some highlights, Zach. As we take a look, Austin Hunter on the run there, rolling out to the left and gets the first score of the game, scores early, strikes quick. That's what California really wanted to do and get out early in this game.
Yeah, they really did. It's a very good play for California, but we see exactly what California did for Clairton. Aaron Matthews will roll out to his left and go a little bit longer for the touchdown. And they would not tie the game, though, because they would miss the extra point. So it would be 7-6 California after that score.
Absolutely would. Matthews definitely one of the ones that Clairton's really been depending on. As you'll take a look at the replay here. Again, there's Matthews, as I said. He gets a great touchdown reception here. A nice pass over the middle to his receiver. I believe that was number 4, Juwan Brett. No, I'm sorry, that was number 21, rather, James Hines. James Hines, the junior receiver. And there is the last big play there for California. That was number 13. That was, again, the quarterback. Number 13, like I said, Austin Hunter, able to bring in the ball. The receiver was number 1. That was Dimitri Clements. Great job by him. As we're going to take a look at the standings again, Zach. Go ahead and walk us through it once that graphic comes on up.
Yeah, the standings, we already mentioned that Clairton, Fort Cherry, and Monessen are all at the top California at the bottom, tied with Carleton and Amani Christian, who dropped their season. So really California and Carleton are going to fight it out and try and stay away from the cellar dwellers. And then you have teams like Brentwood, Bishop Canevin, and Chartiers Houston, somewhere around the middle. And Tyler, I know you tried to check scores during halftime. Do you have any update on the Fort Cherry-Monessen game?
I didn't see anything. I was actually really concerned on seeing how the Burl Bucks were doing, and I have some unfortunate news to actually report. Last night, head coach of the Burl Bucks, Tim Horwath, unfortunately lost his fight to heart disease. Definitely a tough break for that Horwath family. He's been fighting strong for many years now. His son Tyler Horwath playing for the Burl Bucks right now. It's an unfortunate thing to have to come around. The Whippeal definitely has a heavy heart tonight. Me as an alumni from Burl High School, definitely it's hard to see a great active member in the community lose his battle like that, and it's something you never want to see. But nonetheless, it'll pull the community strong together. We've seen it happen before in previous events. But nonetheless, my hearts go out to the Horwath family, and I hope the community of Laurel Burl can help rebound off this. And a big win over to Summit Academy tonight would be a big win over, would be helpful in their efforts.
Yeah, a big win for Burl if they had to win that game. But an even bigger win, I think, would be if California knocked off Clairton tonight. Clairton with a 65-game winning streak, like we said before the broadcast opened. California playing a lot better than some people would have thought. I know we keep saying that, but it's really true, Tyler. Their defense has stepped up in a big way. We said that they would have to if they wanted to win. And only being 18-7 at halftime, I know a lot of pundits out there thought, when's the mercy rule going to come into effect? When are they going to score 35 points on California? But that has not happened yet. If California can keep it down in the 18, low 20s, they have a chance to come back and win this game and knock off the #1 team in the state in Clairton.
And like I said, you never know. I didn't get even Friday night, but I have a quick update for you guys. Fort Cherry is actually currently leading Monessen 21-19 right now. Not sure exactly what point of the game that's in, but definitely Fort Cherry playing strong so far.
And now we're going to have another word for PCN. We're going to do for PNC Sports. 2 million viewers watch PCN Sports. Excuse me, I apologize for that. PCN Sports, there's 2 million viewers for PCN Sports coverage every year, and they have exclusive coverage of the PIAA High School Championships and other high school and collegiate sports action from all across the state. PCN Sports is the one to turn to for exciting athletic competition. You can catch them online or cable, and PCN, your only source for all things Pennsylvania, including sports.
Absolutely. Again, PCN, we thank them very much for coming out and letting us go statewide in this one. It's definitely a great opportunity for us as college kids to not only announce but to do camera work and stuff like that, and let a lot of Pennsylvanians see what we have and what we have to do and we are capable of doing. But we're going to get back to some action here, Zach, and it's Clairton receiving the ball. They California won the toss, opted to receive in the first half, and now they have to kick the ball away. Let's see how good California's defense is. It's going to be an onside kick. It's not going to roll 10 yards, though. It looks like it might have been touched. California pointing like they have the ball. Let's see what their officials say.
I'm not sure if anyone actually touched that ball for Clairton, though, Tyler, so they might have thought it went 10 yards, immediately touched the 50. So we'll have to see here. It looks like Clairton's offense is going to come onto the field.
Yeah, there will be a penalty. It did not travel the 10 yards. It was an illegal touch. As we take a look at the replay, it needs to get to the 50-yard line in order to be an illegal ball. And it looks like California might have thought it traveled. A few players hurry up and trying to jump on it. Nonetheless, Clairton not fooled, Clairton not touching the ball, and they will take the ball right around the 50-yard line, actually at the 50-yard line. Great field position for Clairton coming out, but it was a gutsy call nonetheless for California.
Yeah, and this ball is really spotted at like the 49.8-yard line, so it was really close for California. They might have gotten away with it if the officials gave them their way. As now we see a trick play here. California not able to stop the runner. That is number 1. That is Aaron Matthews, who was the quarterback for Clairton before being replaced by Ryan Williams.
A great reverse there, and it looks like Matthews is a little slow to get up again. Still trying to fight off that injury that he suffered in the first half. And there will be a holding call on the offense. That's actually a block in the back for Clairton, so that will come back. No first down on that one, but a great play nonetheless for Clairton. Definitely impressive.
Yeah, to come out on your opening drive of the second half, and come out with a play like that, that's going to be a big fire starter for you. But the holding penalty negates it, because actually it was a block in the back. It's going to be 1st and 14. They're going to redo the down. I saw Clairton driving farther back, so I thought maybe it might have been a holding, but it was a block in the back. But if they can get some more fire starter plays like that, then they can drive down the field and put some more points on the board and try and keep away California, who has played very well up to this point.
Matthews out wide. Williams under center. He has a back behind him. Williams takes a snap, automatically looks left and throws to Matthews. Matthews defeats one defender, goes for another one and not able to get past that one as he goes down right around the 45-yard line.
That is going to be a gain of about 9, so it'll be 2nd and 5. So really you gained about 5 yards on your first down play. And
Zach, it looks like Matthews is actually going to take a seat on the bench, as you see there. Matthews still suffering from that first half injury. Looks like to be in a lot of pain. You might not see him the rest of the game, and that's definitely a big factor for Clairton's offense. Definitely versatile. Not only that, but on defense as well.
Yeah, Matthews plays receiver, quarterback, and safety, so he'll be a big loss for the Bears.
Williams sends it off over the middle. That's number 10. That's Lamont Wade as he heads upfield, and he is brought down by that burgundy sea of red of California, but not before he gets that first down.
Yeah, great run right there by Lamont Wade. We called his name a lot in the first half, mainly in the first quarter, though. As we look in the replay, he will find a big hole in his offensive line, but California, their run defense really stepped up before the end of the half, and they had a lot of big sacks and negating plays on the run, but right there you see why Clairton had 142 rushing yards before the end of the first half.
Lamont Wade, rather, a true freshman. He's in 9th grade, like we said, 5'10", 170 pounds. Not very much size to him, but he's a speedy little back, and he's definitely proving that against California. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field, and it will be timeout. I believe it's Clairton.
Timeout, Clairton.
And now, Tyler, we're going to take a look at Clairton's schedule. You see right there highlighted, they're at California tonight, 18-7 leading now. Carleton and Chartiers Houston took both of them down. And then Monessen and Fort Cherry, your two teams coming up next. And they are playing tonight. And like you said, I believe you said Fort Cherry is beating Monessen 21-19. That was one of our games to watch this week. And then Brentwood, Bishop Canevin, and Sarah Catholic to round out the season.
Yeah, absolutely. A tough schedule ahead, especially in these next two games for Clairton, and this one's not over yet. So, I mean, definitely they have to focus on one game at a time at this point and have focus on what's ahead of them right now, and that's a whole second half left of football. And in Clairton's eyes, you don't want to let California get the upset here. How much that would really maybe affect them in the long run. It's a conference loss, but nonetheless, they have to make sure they win on out. They have to go ahead and make sure they beat Monessen. They have to make sure they beat Fort Cherry. Fort Cherry's offense is very good this year, so is Monessen's. So they don't have an easy schedule right now, but they're going to take it one game at a time. As we take the snap, and it will go back to the running back. He's going to drive upfield, gets around, and there's a fumble on the play, but it looks like Clairton is going to be able to jump on top of it before California gets back. Oh, no! It's going to be California's ball. California gets the ball back on a fumble recovery. An absolutely amazing turn of events here. And here is the replay, Zach.
We see Lamont Wade had the ball, and I was always concerned. A couple of his previous runs, he was getting group tackled. You see right there, the ball is stripped. It is clearly stripped right there. Number 1, Dimitri Clements for California strips the ball away from him, had the ball away from the interior of his body against his ribs, and right there, Clements just knocked the ball out. The Trojans get the ball, and they're going to look to drive on this Clairton defense. It's only 18-7, Tyler. They're going to score here, makes it a lot closer, and a lot more closer than what Clairton wants.
Flag on the play before the snap is thrown. It looks like it's going to be a false start on the offense. Somebody on the line looks like they might have jumped. I'm sure that's going to be the call. But the momentum swing on that play alone is huge for California. The fans getting on their feet, getting excited. And it will be offsides on Clairton's defense, and that will give California 5 more yards to work with. Wow. Let's talk about momentum swings here. California definitely with that momentum on their side. They want to continue driving down the field, and if Clairton's willing to make those defensive penalties, California will accept any yards they can get. First and 5 for California. Hunter under center. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to go to the left, and he's brought down. The ball is out, and it looks like it might be another turnover. We'll see here. And Clairton, number 50 from Clairton, caused it. 50 recovered it, rather. I apologize. And that'll be another turnover. Another switch in plans here as we take a look. Number 4 stripped the ball. That was Juwan Berry. Definitely a great job by him being able to strip the ball. Good team effort to make sure one strips, one recovers. Clairton's right back on offense, Zach.
Yeah, that is not what California wanted to happen. You got 5 yards and a big penalty, the big turnover previous to that, and then you give the ball right back to Clairton, and they're starting at the 23-yard line in your territory. Your defense is going to really have to work if you're going to stop them from not getting into the end zone again.
First and 10 for Clairton. Williams back as he passes to the end zone. He finds his open receiver over the middle. Touchdown, Clairton.
And right there, the defense from California broke down. They were trying to stop the run. It was a fake handoff. And then Ryan Williams just threw the ball downfield. And a California defender jumped a little bit too early, I think. Could have gotten a hand on the ball if he precisely timed the jump. You see right there. Hard to tell. I think that's number 25, James Bongiorno for California. But James Hines comes down with another touchdown reception for Clairton to make it 24-7.
Ryan Williams, a sophomore quarterback right now, proving that he's a pocket passer. He doesn't like to have to shuffle around if he doesn't have to. He likes to stay in that pocket, give it time to develop, let the play develop a little bit, find his open receivers. So far, it's been working for him as we see the 2-point conversion take place. He goes to the right, and he's met by a California defender, and he will throw the ball away, and the play is dead, so they will not get the extra point yet again. But however, Clairton continues to lead California High School 24-7 with 9:43 left in the game. When we come back, more second half action right here on PCN and CUTV.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
You are watching CUTV, California University Television.
And we welcome you back as the kickoff commences here. California will take the ball. He's going to swift to his right. He's got some open field to work with. He's got some white jerseys ahead of him, and he continues to break through. What a right take back by number 1, Dimitri Clements again. What a player he has been for California, and they will have the ball right around the 45-yard line. Zach, an amazing play there for California.
They're going to have great starting field position, Tyler. We're going to look at the touchdown for Clairton. Ryan Williams with the pass downfield to James Hines. California defender not able to time the jump right, not able to get a hand on it to tip it away. So Clairton has a 24-7 lead, but now California has great starting position. If they can score here, make it 24-14, you're still only 10 points behind. You still have some time to work. 9:32 left, and try and win this game.
Austin Hunter takes under center again. He's looking to get this offense back to the end zone. Takes a snap, looks left, scans the field, finds a receiver, and it is caught over the middle. Oh, but it is dropped before he can continue his hold on the ball. Number 10, Casey Zychek. Great job beating out the 2 defenders that were on top of him, but nonetheless not able to bring the ball down with him, which is the most important part. Unfortunate not catch there for California. That would have been big for momentum.
Yeah, right there, Zychek had his hands on the ball, just not able to corral it into his breadbasket around his chest. It's both defenders sandwich him in, and the ball just pops out. If he had caught that ball, that would have been a big play for California. Had Clairton's defense on their heels as they start marching towards the end zone. But now it is 2nd down and 10.
Austin Hunter, full house formation. He hands off to the left, up the middle rather. He's holding on to the ball. He gives the reverse option, and he continues to go downfield. He's beating out the Clairton defenders. First down, California, right around the 37-yard line. Great job, great run there by what it looks like number 25. That's James Borgenero.
James Bongiorno right there on the run. Physical running style. We see the pitch from Hunter. Runs over one defender. Has a defender on his back. Two defenders on his back. He keeps charging out to the 40-yard line in Clairton territory. You can clearly see Bongiorno, Hunter, and all the players in this California team want to win this game and take down Clairton tonight.
Hunter takes a snap. Fake handoff to the right again as he hands it off back to, it looks like Bongiorno. And he will be brought down right around the 39-yard line for what it looks like a loss of 1 yard.
Yeah, trying the same play on the opposite side this time. Bongiorno not able to get any yardage right there. He actually loses yard. The blocks weren't sealed enough right there. You see a late block, and the defender gets his hands on him, and then the Clairton defenders bring him down, so it'll be 2nd and 11 from the 39-yard line.
That was Harrison Dreyer that'll probably be rewarded for the tackle on that one. It is a loss for 1 yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 for California. Ball on what it looks like the 39-yard line. Hunter under center, he'll take the snap and he's going to keep it to the left. He's going to run the ball up the middle. He's liking that play so far this game, and he'll be brought down right around
Hunter with the keeper.
What looks like the 32-yard line. About 4 yards to go now till the first down.
So a substantial gain right there, a gain of 7 on the run. Make a manageable 3rd down. If you can get about 4th and 2, 4th and 1 on this play, gain a couple yards, or even get the first down and get a new set of downs, you have to think, if you're California, you have to go for it now. You have to keep momentum going on your side and keep driving down the field towards the end zone.
You're absolutely right about that one. As I look at the sideline bench there, Aaron Matthews still on the bench. It looks like he will not be returning for this game. Big loss for Clairton, but nonetheless, they're going to try to fight through it. Again, it is 3rd and 4 right now for California. Rest play, call the play dead. It looks like there's going to be a timeout for California. They want some time to reassess this offense, reassess what the defense was showing. But nonetheless, we're going to look again at California's schedule, Zach.
And their schedule has been very heavy at the top. You see Monessen, Fort Cherry, and Clairton, the top 3 teams, you could say, in the Black Hills Conference, all to begin their season, losing by a total score of 90-14 in your first 2 games. And then you come up with Bishop Canevin next, at Sarah Catholic, at Chartiers Houston, at Carlinton, and the final home game against Brentwood. The key is 4 straight away games on the road. That's hard to do in the Black Hills Conference. And that's why Clairton tonight, this is why it's homecoming for California, because this is their only home game in the next about a month.
Absolutely. Yes, I have some updated scores here in the Single A in the Black Hills Conference. Monessen now leads Fort Cherry 25-21. Definitely a great game going on down there. Abella leads Mapletown 34 to 6. So a lot of good scores in the area. Sarah Catholic currently losing to Chartiers Houston 28-18. And Guyville able to get a team together this week. They're playing Vincentian Academy. Vincentian's leading 20-0. So a lot of good games in the area right now, Zach. And California and Clairton making it a good one here at the California Area High School. 3rd down for California, full house offense. He scans the field. That is Hunter. He's getting brought down, and he's going to stay up, and he goes down. The fumble is contused, and that will be down by contact before the fumble comes through. I believe that was a necessary play call, Zach. It looks like he might have been down.
I believe he was down, Tyler. I think that was the right call. Hunter not able to get the ball away. We'll look here on the replay as he's trying to run out of the pressure. The tackle's not sealing the blocks. Right there, his knee is down before the ball comes out. He's trying to reach out a little bit. You can see, I believe that's his left knee, was down on the field before the ball came out, so the refs made the right call there.
Absolutely. It was a close one, though. It's fortunate for California they were able to get that right. But nonetheless, it's going to be 4th and 9 for California, and they're going to have to convert on this one. I don't expect them to have to punt right now. They still have momentum on their side. As you see Austin Hunter, again, go back in that shotgun formation, that full house formation, rather, that they've been liking all game. A lot of good offenses come from that one. There's flags everywhere as the play continues. Hunter throws down deep with no one there to catch the ball, but we'll see what the referees rather say about this upcoming play call.
I think that might have been a free play for California. I think this is going to be offsides on Clairton. If my eyes deceive me, then oh well. But I think based on when the flag was called, although it looks like from one of the referee signals it might go on California indeed.
It'll be a false start on California. Penalties declined, and that will be a turnover on downs for Clairton. Clairton getting a big break there, but still they're back in their own field position. So Clairton has done well in their own field position. Have to put on a drive before. They're looking to do that again as they lead California 24-7 with 6:24 left in the third. So far, it's been a great game. This defense has really stepped up their game, Zach. We're going to see what California's defense has now that it's the second half.
They really need to get a turnover on this drive and set up great field position for their offense. The offense needs to pick it up for the defense because the defense is doing all the work tonight.
Up the middle it goes, and now will be brought down in a great second effort there, trying to get some yards after contact. That's number 9, another name that we've been calling a lot this evening, Harrison Dreyer. And he's tackled by number 25, James Borgirno. Great run by Clairton.
Dreyer is the name we've called a lot tonight. He has had 2 fumble recoveries. One of them really was a strip for a touchdown. And now calling his name on offense, looks like he's setting up as the fullback in the offense. So Clairton really using their players in a lot of different ways. You saw Aaron Matthews play offense and defense. Nice Dreyer both sides as well.
Matthews keeps the ball. He looks left. He throws the ball over the middle, and it is caught. And 1 foot was inbounds, but we'll see what the refs decide. And it was. It looks like it was complete, Zach. It looks like the refs are going to give it to him. We'll take a look at the replay on this one.
Yeah, we see the replay from our end zone cam. I thought, honestly, the receiver was out of bounds. We'll have to look. And he does get his foot down right before the white line. If any part of that foot was outside the line, then he would have been called out, but he got just inside and gave Clairton another big first down.
Great awareness by Bray on that play to keep his foot in. He's a senior, and he's proving it on that one. It'll be 1st and 10 for Clairton. He hands it off up the middle, and he is met by that burgundy jersey of California for only about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards.
Right there, the run defense steps up again like we saw towards the end of the first half. California getting a lot of sacks, especially Corey Adams producing a lot with Brad Timko. The running defense kind of suffered a little bit, starting it off here in the second half with 5:24 left in the third quarter. You're trying to see the run defense step it up a little bit again so the offense has a chance to come back.
No gain on the last play. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Clairton. Williams under center. He pitches it wide out to number 10. That's Lamont Wade. Lamont Wade brought down in the backfield. Great run defense again by California.
And I think right there, the defense has just as much a part of it as the bad pitch does. There was a bad pitch. You see the pitch kind of go outside. You want it right at your face. It kind of goes outside around his ear. He has to turn his body a little bit to get the ball. So that really does not set him up to start off well on his run back upfield. So the defender meets him and gets him down for a big loss.
And there's a picture of your 2 running backs right there, number 9 and number 10 both. Harrison Dreyer and Lamont Wade both definitely doing very well so far in this game, leading the offense with total yardage between rushing and passing. A lot more rushing yards than passing yards. But nonetheless, it'll be 3rd and 17 for Clairton. Williams back to pass. He looks deep. He throws deep. He has an open receiver, but it is not caught. Great pressure late by that California defender. And it will be 4th and 17 for Clairton, as it looks like number 7 on that one, Vance Allen, the intended receiver, a little slow to get up on that.
Yeah, the California defense, Allen actually beat them, but the defender able to put a great tackle on him, put his hand up just enough. I believe that was number 24, Tyler Rothfuss, the secondary player for California, who put the tackle on and forced the ball out of the receiver's hands.
It looks like we're going to be looking at a punt now for Clairton. The last punt we saw from Clairton, Aaron Matthews was back on the punt, and he ended up faking the play. Was not successful, but nonetheless, we're actually going to see Ryan Williams now back to punt, maybe expecting the same fake, maybe the same sort of trick play as we saw earlier in the game, but we'll find out here on the snap. Ball snapped, and it is punted away. And California is going to let it slot back. And it looks like the Clairton defender might have touched it. I'm not sure, though, Zach. We'll find out after the refs decide.
And now, Tyler, a new segment here on CUTV. You can tweet us at CUTV_PA and hashtag CUTV booth for a chance to have your tweet read live on the air when we are broadcasting. And right now we have a tweet from @Vulcan Eruptions. If California can score on Clairton, that in and of itself is a win, and they have done that. They came out and scored first. Now they're trying to score again. It's 24-7, 4:08 left in the third quarter. Anything is possible, Tyler. If the defense can play well, and the offense can start to score, California can still come away with the victory.
They put a nice drive on throughout the game, Zach, and they've done it multiple times. However, it just ends up coming up short in the long run. If they convert on those plays, honestly, there has been 3 to my memory that they've put on a drive but weren't able to seal the deal with 3 other scores. That puts you in the lead of this game. As we see California take the snap, and he's going to throw it, but just about 3 or 4 yards short of the intended receiver. The intended receiver on that one was Casey Zychek. Just a little bit too short on the throw, though.
And right there, Hunter, I believe, thought that Zychek might have come back a little bit towards him to catch the pass, and it looked like Zychek was trying to run on a slant route instead of a comeback route. So he threw the ball short, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
We hear Jump On It playing in the background from the band. It is time for California to jump on it, indeed, on offense, that is. They need to get some points on the board now. Only 4:04 left in this third quarter. Time to strike is coming up close. The time to strike is coming up closer and closer. Need to hurry up and put some points on the board to keep the pressure on. As we see Hunter scrambling in the backfield, trying to avoid any tackles. He gets the throw off, but it will go out of bounds. The Clairton defender was able to put his arm on it before he successfully got the play off.
And he kept trying to avoid pressure. You look on the replay, he's under pressure, gets away from that, gets a couple duo block really right there. And then he tries to get away some more defensive, but he cannot get the pass away. And we're going to see a long 3rd down for California. Now they need to convert this if they want to have a chance to score on this defense on this drive.
They're currently pinned back at their own 20-yard line, and they definitely at least want to get the ball moved a little bit forward, a little bit more ahead, because a punt, really both punters haven't shown very long punts at this game. You might give Clairton ball possession around the 50, maybe the 45-yard lines, but we'll see the snap here on 3rd down. Hunter back to throw, pump fakes a few times, but is not able to connect with his receiver, number 1, Demetri Clements. And that'll be a 4th down for California, ball on their 20-yard line. They're going to have to decide here, but they're probably going to have to punt, I would imagine, Zach.
Coverage on the play by James Hines.
I believe they are going to punt, but at this point, California needs something to spark them. So if they go for it, I'm honestly not going to be surprised, because they have to have something go their way on offense. Their defense has played very well tonight. Giving up 24 points against a team like Clairton is nothing to be upset about. You're playing very well against this team, but we will see the punt formation come out.
That we will, as he is back to punt. He'll receive the ball. Punt is away. A pretty long punt, actually, indeed it is, but the Clairton Bears were going to go ahead and take it upfield, but he is brought down. That was number 7, Vance Allen, on the punt return on that one. Not very much of a return, but nonetheless, they will have decent field position to work with.
And now, Tyler, CUTV Online is the best way to connect with us at the CUTV crew. You can find live programming stream on cutv.calu.edu and also on the YouTube page CUTV Sports 1 for a bunch of highlights. Full games are now included on the channel too, something I found out a couple days ago. It always takes a few days to get it up there, but if you miss the game, then you can go back on the YouTube page and see the action that we broadcast on CUTV Sports.
Yes, it's definitely a good way to see what we're working with now, but we're going to see what Clairton's working with here on offense as it's 1st and 10. Williams hands it off up the middle. And it looks like it's not going to go very much, maybe 4 yards on the carry on that one by what looks like number 9. That's Harrison Dreyer on the carry.
Dreyer with another run, a minimal gain about 4 yards, like you said, so 2nd and 6. So if they can get a couple more yards and sets up a 3rd and short, you think they'd go for it on 4th down again, like they have done so many times in this game. But Clairton, their offense, they just don't want to be forced back anymore like they were a couple times previously.
They're doing a very good job on the rush defense, surprisingly, and it doesn't show statistically, but they have. If you've actually seen some of the highlights on defense for California, doing a good job so far, and they're looking to keep that success up. As Clairton will take the ball again. 2nd and 6, 2:51 left in the 3rd, and it looks like the play will be called dead. Flags on the play. We're going to see what their officials say this one is.
I believe it's going to be delay of game, Tyler. The play clock is at 0, and I don't think the play got off in enough time.
That's exactly what it is, Zach. Delay of game call on the offense, and that'll set Clairton back a little ways. On 2nd down, California has done well so far on defense when Clairton has more than 10 yards to work with. So they're looking to continue that this quarter, this half, the rest of this game, really, because their defense, like you said, though, letting up 24 points to a tough Clairton team isn't anything to shake your head at, and they're going to try to continue to do that. It's actually going to be 2nd and 11 now. Clairton under center, Williams under center, rather. Williams has the ball, trying to keep it himself, but he will be brought down in the backfield, and that's exactly what I'm talking about from the California defense. That's number 50 on the tackle there, number 50. That is what it looks like, Austin Wingo. Austin Wingo, definitely one of the better starters from what I've been told earlier in the game by some of the coaches' parents, rather the players' parents. Wingo's definitely one to keep your eyes on. He's showing well on that play right there.
Yeah, right there, getting another big loss. Like we said, Clairton didn't want to lose more yards. Now it's 3rd and 21, so it produces something California's been very good at tonight, as you want to knock on wood for them if they could hear what I'd say. We see a screen pass right here, and it's not going to go for a lot of yardage. It's going to be about a 7-yard gain, so it'll be 4th and 14 for Clairton.
James Hines on the reception on that one. We take a look at the replay. Williams kind of already knew which player he was going to go for. As you take a look, he automatically looked to his receiver. He knew where he was going on the screenplay. Screenplays have shown to be more successful in past weeks. But nonetheless, 4th down for Clairton. We're going to see what Williams decides to do as he's back to kick. He's kicked before, but we've also seen fakes from this team, so we're going to see what he decides here. And it will be a punt. They will punt the ball away. And the California receiver's just going to let the ball go ahead and roll on back. It's going to continue to roll to about the 5-yard line before it stops dead. Maybe they call it the 4.5. That's exactly what it'll be, about the 4-yard line. So California pinned back in their own zone again. It's going to be tough for them to put on a 96-yard drive.
It's not impossible, Tyler, but it will be tough. This, honestly, if they don't score in this drive, they're going to have a hard time coming back. Scoring 3 touchdowns against Clairton in 1 quarter is really tough. You only have 51.3 seconds left in the 3rd, so essentially you have 3 touchdowns in 1 quarter anyways, but California needs to start scoring immediately if they want to have a chance to get back in this game and knock off Clairton.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more, and it all starts right here, Zach. 1st and 10 for California, ball located at about the 4-yard line. Austin Hunter under center, I formation, twins right. Hunter takes the snap. He's going to try to keep it himself, looks for the pitch, and he pitches it back to nobody there, and it looks like it's going to be a safety. Clairton brings down the running back in the end zone. Number 9, Harrison Dreyer on the tackle there. Tough break for California. They're looking to looking to put points on the board, not able to do so.
Yeah, they actually give points to Clairton as the safety is called. Hunter kind of stumbled a little bit, tried to find the pitch, finally got it off. A bad pitch right there. Bongiorno able to get the ball, but not able to run away from the Clairton defense. So California will give up a couple more points. The offense just hasn't gotten anything going tonight, Tyler. It's what we've been saying all along. The defense has produced, but it's 26-7. When we come back from break, we'll see some more, or no break, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep it here. We're going to keep it here, as I saw the scoreboard graphic, thought we were going to break, but no, because we will have the free kick off the safety. California will kick the ball to Clairton.
And we have more messages from PCN to read off to you. You're watching live statewide coverage of the PCN Game of the Week featuring the Clairton Bears and the California Trojans. This production is brought to your community by our cable partners across the state, serving more than 10 million Pennsylvanians and 3.3 million homes. Whether on cable or online at PCN Select, PCN is your only source for all things Pennsylvania, including sports. Thanks to everyone involved in tonight's production, and a big thank you as well to all of the cable companies that carry PCN, bringing the exciting action of PCN's Game of the Week to millions of residents in the communities across the state. And we do thank them indeed, as Clairton looks to do the free kick or kickoff or whatever you would like to call it. I believe it's actually technically called a free kick, Zach, as they're going to go ahead and kick back to Clairton after Clairton gets the extra 2 points from the safety there. It'll be retrieved by Clairton, number 7 again. That's Vance Allen. Vance Allen takes up the right side, finds a lot of open room, but a few California defenders to beat. He takes it down to about the 40-yard line. He's going to be forced out of the out of bounds at around what looks like the 37, 36-yard line. Impressive run back there for Clairton.
Right there, a great run back, and I believe if Clairton can score in this drive, that might be the proverbial dagger to California's hopes of winning tonight here in their homecoming night. But they have played one good game, especially on defense. California has really played higher than what a lot of people expected. I said it before in the open that their defense really needed to step up, but tonight their offense just didn't come along with the defense. So there's still a lot of time left to score 20 points and get a victory.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 for Clairton. Williams throws over the middle, sees the receiver open, and it will be just not caught. Almost a reception, but not able to bring it into his chest. Very close play there. Intended for James Hines on that one. Williams really liking the deep ball on that play.
Yeah, Williams, one thing, looking at that ball, it was a beautiful long spiraling pass. It's something that Matthews didn't really have a lot of, so I think Williams is really the passer here, and Matthews is kind of like your option quarterback, similar to what RG3 or Colin Kaepernick are in the NFL. So Matthews, or there's actually a flag on the play, and it's going to drive Clairton back. It might have been a holding because it's gone back 15 yards. So we'll have to see, Tyler, what the ref calls.
Referee's discussing it over. We're actually not going to see what the play call is. Nonetheless, as you said, it looks to be a 15-yard penalty on Clairton, and indeed it is. So it looks like it's going to be 1st and maybe 25. Clairton on the snap, though, on the reverse, what it looks like. He's going to try to continue to run, but it's just not going to work for him as the California's defense remains strong on the ball, on the running game. Lamont Wade on the carry on that one.
And that's actually a loss, Tyler. It's a loss of a few yards. So Clairton really pushing themselves back as we end the quarter. There's 5 seconds left. As the 3rd quarter has come to an end. Now, Tyler, we're going to look at the score right here. It's 26-7 at the end of 3. Clairton is up, but coming up, we have a segment of CUTV Sports Football Game of the Week that has really been part of the tradition here. Why don't you tell us more?
It's actually what we call, Zach, the hot dog score. When we go to these high school games, we always love to see what the concession stand has in store for us when we get there. And as far as hot dogs go, sometimes we'll try the fried Oreo, sometimes we'll try the fried dough, but we usually go for the hot dog, Zach. And the hot dog score, hopefully we'll see, is a 9.7, a fantastic hot dog. And as you smell from the press box up here, Zach, the aroma that comes up from the concession stand, making me hungry and hungry as the game continues, Zach. And as we take a look at the leaderboard out of the game we've done this year, that puts Carmichael's in 2nd place. Now California Trojans has a great hot dog, Zach.
They really do, and it's like you said, the aroma is just so appealing. I'm sitting up here almost salivating, trying to jump out of the window and go get a hot dog. I am so hungry, Tyler. At halftime, I had to steal some cotton candy from my girlfriend and the crew, but now I want a hot dog after seeing that score. And now we're going to look at an upcoming telecast. And next Friday, we have more high school football. Bell Vernon at Elizabeth Forward. I know that's always a fun facility to go to a game at. Then September 21st, Vulcan football returns at home against Edinburgh. And then September 24th, Vulcan soccer, men's and women's doubleheader, I believe, versus Pitt Johnstown. And it's actually just a women's game, Tyler. I was corrected. So it's a women's game against Pitt Johnstown.
And there will be another flag on the play. It looks like maybe a false start on the offense for Clairton. That'll push him back even farther, which looks like it's going to be 2nd and 31 now. That's exactly what it's going to be. False start on Clairton to start the 4th quarter. 2nd and 31 now for Clairton. Clairton has some green to make up now.
And Clairton has really had a problem throughout the entire game of keeping the downs at 1st and 10 or 2nd and 10. It's usually, we've seen a lot of 2nd and 30s and 3rd and 25s, and that's really not going to help Clairton. If they play like this later on in the year, they're going to lose eventually to a better team than them. And this game, honestly, the score is lying to you guys, the viewers, because the game's a lot closer than what it seems.
You see a hand up off the middle, that impressive speed from the running back, Lamont Wade. Again, a freshman running back doing a great job this game and so far this season. A little bit slow to get up, but nonetheless, he got up. And that's an impressive run there. That'll put the Clairton Bears in a little bit better field position for this upcoming third down.
3rd and 22 from the 48, 11 and a half minutes left in the game. This is the 4th quarter now. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. It's 26-7 Clairton.
As I have a final score now, it'll be Shenango over Southside 17-6, but the score I really want to stress to you guys is Fort Cherry 28-25, leading Menneson as the pass is back. He throws, and it is broken up by the defender again. A name that we've called time after time, Dimitri Clements, on the breakup on that one.
Dimitri Clements has really been the biggest producer for the California defense, especially in the past few quarters. He had a fumble recovery right there, the pass breakup. You see it on your replay, on your television screen, excuse me. But now it faces a big 4th and 22 for Clairton. Now back to what you were saying. I believe you said that Fort Cherry defeated Menneson, Tyler?
No, I apologize. It's actually still in progress, but nonetheless, Fort Cherry leads Menneson 28-25. Definitely a close game as we see a punt now for Clairton. And it looks like California's receiver is going to actually try to make a fair catch on it, as he will successfully, down at about the 15-yard line again. California has quite the drive to have to try to perform here, and again, you have to score, Zach. 11:01 left in the game. You're down 26-7. Clairton's defense has performed very well. Not to discredit them, not saying that California's offense hasn't done exactly what they need to do. Clairton's defense has really just been there all game, and they haven't given California any breathing room except for that early first score that California had, that quarterback keeper there by Austin Hunter. Impressive job by Clairton's defense. That'll hold them strong all season.
Yeah, you really look at halftime. California was leading in passing yards. I would like to see if that's still true or not. But most of those passing yards came on the first play of the game when they started at the 20 and went all the way down to about the 40 or 30 on the opposite side of the field. So that's where a majority of your big plays come from tonight. And that's just not going to get the job done for California.
It'll be a direct snap to the running back as he continues on 3rd, 4th efforts. Continues to drive forward, keeps the legs moving. That was number 25, James Bongiorno, on the rush. What an impressive run. Putting a team on his back, if you will.
Yeah, we saw a run similar to this on one of the previous drives as he kept a couple defenders on his back and kept going, with Bongiorno right there. Got a big first down out to the 29-yard line. California, if they want to strike, they have to strike quick, and then they have to get the ball back immediately almost if you do the onside kick, or you kick it away and get another 3 and out and drive Clairton back farther.
It'll be 1st and 10 for California. Shotgun formation. He's back to throw, but he's going to actually hold on to the ball, and he's going to try to do some of the work himself as he drives to about 10-yard gain, but it's hard to say where it'll actually end up. The ball looks like will be right around the 38-yard line. Impressive run there by Austin Hunter.
A really impressive run. The running lanes are opening up in the Clairton defense, and that's not going to be good. The only problem with the running play is it takes more time off the clock, and it keeps you farther away from the end zone. If you get a big pass play, you might make it out to, say, the 30-yard line on the opposite side of the field, and you lose less time because you're closer to the end zone than what you are now, which is the 39-yard line.
That play keeper there from Austin Hunter has really proven well for the offense so far this game, Zach. So that's maybe why they might be trying to get back for it. Receiver in motion, full house offense, direct snap to the running back. He's going to keep it himself again, and he's going to try to get the first down, and I believe he will, as it looks like the ball will be put down around the 40, 41-yard line. But nonetheless, it's a first down for California. Very important one at that.
Yeah, they need to keep getting first downs if they want to continue the drive and score here on Clairton if they have any hope of winning, and they can't be doing it on 3rd down. They can't let themselves get the 3rd down. They got the 2nd down, but it was 2nd and 1. That's doable. But if you get the 3rd down, you're putting too much pressure on your offense to get the job done in a situation where they really haven't tonight. So they need to continue getting big gains on 1st and 2nd down and stay away from any possible needs for 3rd down conversions.
1st and 10. It looks like it's going to be a handoff right up the middle, and that's what it is. He found some open room, and he'll get it down to what looks like the 46-yard line. That's number, I believe it, the jersey scrunched up. it might be number 20. We'll take a look at the replay here. 28, that's going to be Corey Adams, actually. Corey Adams, a name that we haven't called too often, but he was looking as we put him in the starting offense, the starting rosters, the starting running back. It's been a tough fight from what I've been understanding to figure out who's going to be the number 1 back, and California really deciding that's not exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah, and like I said, a big gain on first down. You have 8:45 left. And we see Clairton jump off sides, but the play is not snapped off yet. And now this play will go for no gain as they get back to the line for 2nd and 10.
That they will. Good job by Clairton, able to stop the play before it got off again. Maybe expecting that run now. California really not trusting the pass as of late, especially on this drive. Really just relying on the run to get them the yardage that they need. Maybe trying to fake out Clairton's defense, trying to get them used to the run. But then goes for the passes. We see a player down on the field. Actually, he takes the helmet off. It might just be a cramp. But nonetheless, you never want to see a player go down for your starting offense if you're California. Every piece of that offense that you have at this point is very important.
It really is, especially if you're trying to come back. Now looking at the upcoming high school football game of the week games on CUTV Sports. Next Friday, we go to Elizabeth Ford. Bell Vernon plays them, a great facility to shoot a game at. And then the following, Deer Lakes at Charleroi. And I know Charleroi, we checked at one point, was losing to Washington High School 53-3 at halftime of their game. And then Beth Center at Frazier on October 11th. That's going to be a big, critical game in the Tri-County South Conference. I know Beth Center and Carmichaels were playing tonight, and they were the two teams that looked like they could be at the top of the pack in the Tri-County South. But Frazier can always make some noise, as now number 13, Austin Hunter, has gotten up from his injury, so we will have to see what that does for the quarterback situation for California. Looks like he will not be coming back out, so it remains to be seen who is in at quarterback.
It looks like it's going to be number 2, actually. Looks like Malik Jackson. That's exactly who it's going to be. Malik Jackson, number 2. He's going to take over under center. We're going to see what this quarterback is going to do for the offense, see if he sticks with what they've been working with, keeping the ball himself, or if he's going to pass it a little bit more, kind of like how we saw the quarterback switching Clairton. Nonetheless, he's going to keep it himself. He's getting downfield. He's going to throw downfield. He has a receiver, but it looks like it's going to be dropped interception for Clairton. He thought he had it. That was number 10. Again, a name that we've been calling so much for Clairton as running back normally. Lamont Wade intended on the interception there, not able to come down with it.
Yeah, right there, a great defensive play by Lamont Wade, almost acted like he was the receiver at one point. And then number 5 for California, Nate Harris, had to play the role of defensive back, which he actually does on the defense already, so it wasn't a new role to him, but able to knock the interception away and keep the drive hopes alive for California.
It'll be 3rd and 10 for California. Jackson back in center. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to take it up about 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry, but not enough for the first down. It's going to be about 4th and 6 for California on this play.
And you really, if you're California, you have to go for it, because this is really it. If you don't score in this drive, the game is metaphorically over, I guess you could say. With 7:35 left in the game, you really have to score in the next 2 or 3 plays, in my opinion, if you want a chance to keep going and get some more points on the board.
Absolutely. I have some more updated scores from around the area. Fort Cherry leads Monessen 42-25 now, starting to take off. Beth Center over Carmichael's currently right now 21 to 6. Another big single A matchup on that one. Frazier over Bentworth currently 31-0. So scores from the area are now starting to come in and starting to update. And we're going to take a look at some more interesting information here, and that's our banter for high school roundup, Zach, and an impressive show it is.
I know we talk highlights, scoreboard standings, plays of the week, and more. And I know we do a weekly pick'em segment. I know you were the only person on part of our crew to pick Fort Cherry to beat Monessen, and I'm kind of wishing I picked them too. I really wish I did, because now you tell me it's 42-25. And I know Beth Center Carmichaels was another one of our pick games. A couple of people went with Carmichaels, a couple of people went with Beth Center as well. As we look, we see the California huddle.
The Pirates are up over the Cubs 4-3.
They used their second timeout already in the last quarter of the game, Tyler. So 7:14 left. This is really the last hope for California. So, but back to the Fort Cherry-Monessen game. Fort Cherry, if they win that game, looks like they stand the best chance to beat Clairton. They currently lead 42-25 over Monessen.
That they do. It'll be 4th and 7 for California, and they're going to be in the punt formation. It is a fake, as we kind of expected, but it will be to nobody. But there's a flag on the play. We'll see which way this one goes.
I'm going to assume this is against California, Tyler.
Exactly, yep.
Probably an illegal shift, illegal motion, something like that. It looks like it is going to be on California.
Illegal procedure against the Trojans.
It's an illegal procedure. This looks like this is going to end all the hopes that California has of coming back in this one possibly, as they really needed to score on that drive.
Yeah, you're currently down by 19 points, Zach, and you definitely need time in your favor in order to come back. Anything can happen. You're not going to totally count California out of this one, but it's really going to be tough to come back where they're at now. Your defense has proven strong all game, but how strong can they really be here? Clairton now is just kind of playing safe ball, playing the 3 downs, punt the ball if they have to. They get the first down, great, they continue their drive. And that's what they're looking to do now, is to continue their drive as they take the ball 1st and 10 at around the 42-yard line. A new quarterback in now. It's going to be number 24. That's Noah Hamlin. He's going to let the running back rush up the middle for a gain of about 4 yards. That'll be number 9, Harrison Dreyer, on the carry.
And Dreyer was hit very hard at the end of this on the tackle. Looks like the handoff was actually botched a little bit, but a big hit right there. Number 53, Cam Stish for California. So it's a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. California really needs to stop them here if they want to win.
Absolutely they do. They really need to put this in a 3 and out for Clairton. Clairton has a 2nd and 7 ahead of them. So they have a little bit more room to work with now, 3 more additional yards to work with. They line up in the power I formation. Looks like 7 down linemen. Hillis looks back, he throws over the middle, finds a receiver, it's triple covered, and that'll be incomplete, almost the interception. I'm surprised, I thought I might have seen a flag come out, maybe an offensive pass interference, but no call was made nonetheless. The referees didn't see anything wrong with the play. And that'll actually be a holding call on Clairton.
So we're actually going to see Clairton drive back a little bit on the holding call. So it'll be a redo of the 2nd down. So that interception, if California had gotten that ball, that would have been a big break for them, as now it gives Clairton, some more opportunities to get the 1st down, as it's still 2nd down, which really does not play into the favor of California's defense.
No, sir, it does not. Clairton now going back. It looks like the same quarterback is back in, Ryan Williams. He might have come out maybe just to take a breather, maybe a little bit of injury, maybe, I don't know. Nonetheless, he's back under center, and that's what you want if you're Clairton. You want at least your backup quarterback to take position. He's currently talking to his backs, trying to figure out what they want. They're playing a really safe offense now, though, Zach, playing the I formation, 7 down linemen, trying to make sure, probably just playing the run game, probably just running out the clock a little bit, let the game play in their favor right now, and obviously it's in their favor when they're up 19 points. But nonetheless, a close game, Zach, a real close game.
It is a very close game. The scoreboard may not say that. It's 26-7, but California struck first. That's what was really important. We saw our tweet of the week that we aired, where you tweet us at hashtag CUTV booth. If California could have scored, that would have been a win for them morally, really, and it kind of was. They scored first. They're the first team to score on Clairton at all this year, which is big for any team.
The play is underway as we see the running back take it up the left sideline. He's got one to beat, and he does beat him. I believe that's number 10, Lamont Wade. But there's a flag in the backfield. We'll see what that has. It might be a holding call that might be coming back. We'll look at it after the call, though, Zach. We'll see what the referees are coming up with.
I believe it'll probably be a holding on Clairton. That will bring the long run back. That would have made the score 33-7, or 32-7 rather, barring the extra point. Now the ref will make his call.
That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a holding call on the offense. That touchdown comes back, fortunately for California, because if they still want a chance at this, that score would have definitely hurt them. And there's the holding there. 50 was being held from California, number 50 there, is Austin Wingo, a player that we were told to watch out for because he's definitely a very talented player. Nonetheless, you see Clairton's coach there giving the information back to Ryan Williams to take to his offense.
Now it is going to be 2nd and 27, so again, for the 3rd time in a row, they will have a 2nd down. California is just hoping that they don't go anywhere down the field. Like I said before, getting more chances, having another 2nd down really kind of hurts the defense. You saw right there the long touchdown run. It was brought back, but it was still a long run, and it kind of hurts the defense to keep having to play all these downs.
Receiver in motion. Williams will look back. He's going to keep the ball himself. He's going to look for a receiver, but he is being rushed thoroughly by the defense, and it is caught over the middle. They actually dropped. The receiver dropped the ball. Not able to hold on to that one. Definitely disappointed in himself, but nonetheless, watch this hit. What a crushing blow from that California defender. We'll see what the number is here on the replay.
I believe it was number 1, Dimitri Clements. We have called his name a lot in this broadcast. A big hit right there, right into the abdominal area of the receiver. Number 5, Khalil Berry for Clairton, just not able to hold on to the ball. But a big hit for California's defense, proving that they're not stopping right now. They're not going to let up. They're not going to just let you go down the field on them. They're going to still try to stay in this game. You have time, if miracles can happen, to still win this game and get on the board.
Absolutely, but it is 3rd down and 27 for Clairton, rather. Again, in that I-form offense. He's going to hand the ball off, just try to get as much yards as possible, maybe even a 1st down, but it's going to be tough, and as he is taken down out of bounds at around the 34-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th and long for Clairton.
It is going to be 4th and long. You see an outside run by Lamont Wade, this time not able to get downfield like he did on the last outside run he had, which would have gone for a touchdown, but it was negated by a holding penalty. So right there, California's defense steps up and gets him out of bounds before he's able to run down the sideline. It looks like we're going to see a punt from Clairton. You figure the offense has really nothing that they need to go for on 4th down, so they'll punt the ball away to California.
And it's actually going to be a fake sack as they're going to run it upfield. He has plenty of green to work with. It's going to be close. He's going to get the 1st down and more as he cuts back to the left, and he is upended right around what looks like the 42-yard line. Tough break for California, not really expecting the block, not expecting the fake on that one, just expecting them to let them get the punt away. Tough break for California.
A very tough break right there. I honestly did not expect that, but it makes sense for Clairton. You figure you get a new set of downs, you can run out most of the clock, keep California away from trying to come back in this game. You have a 19-point lead, you score again, make it 22 or even 26-point lead, possibly. In this game, I hate to say it, but it looks like the final nail may have been put in against California tonight.
I have to agree with you, Zach. It's going to be a tough comeback, but nonetheless, it's 1st and 10 for Clairton as the running back runs up the middle again, I believe. That's Lamont again on the carry. He has 2 defenders to beat. He cuts back, defends 1, and he goes down to what about looks like the 4-yard line. Again, Lamont Wade, the freshman running back, really proving himself in this game.
If we ever get to see another Clairton game here on CUTV Football Game of the Week in the next few years while he's here at Clairton, it would be amazing to see his development, especially what he's done as a freshman. You look at Shai McKenzie for Washington High School, a D1 product. The way Lamont Wade has played tonight, you might be talking about him as one of the best D1 products in all of single-A football or the Whippeal period in Pennsylvania.
There you see him taking a break, a much-deserved break. It'll be 1st and goal at around the 6-yard line for Clairton. Again, staying strong, staying true in that I formation. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Williams keeps it himself, and that's going to be a touchdown. Clairton scores. Zach, I believe you're right when you say the final nail has been pounded into the coffin.
And I believe that nail is not really overdue, but a lot of people thought it would have happened a lot sooner. California, you really have to give them a lot of credit tonight. They played their butts off, and they really had a great game. The scoreboard doesn't say it. The defense really stepped up, had a lot of lost plays against Clairton. The offense had some times where they were moving downfield. It's just it happened to be one play stopped them from keeping on going. So with 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, looks like this game might be coming to an end sooner rather than later.
Receiver in motion. Williams is going to roll right. He's going to keep it himself and try to get in, but it looks like California might have stopped him before the ball crosses the plane. And I don't believe the two-point conversion will be rewarded. It is no good as we head to a commercial break now. Clairton now leads California 32-7. Meet us back here again for the remainder of the fourth quarter right here on PCN and on CUTV.
Explore new worlds. Read. Visit literacy.gov and let the journey begin.
You're watching CUTV, California University Television.
And we welcome you back again to the high school game of the week right here on PCN and on CUTV as we have another final score to come through. Washington defeating Charleroi 66-10, and that just shows you how good that Washington team is.
And on the return to California, breaks a tackle, not able to get away from the rest of the huddlers of tackles. But that's a big score right there for Washington High School, 66-10. You have to assume with Shai McKenzie at running back that they're going to be a powerhouse late into the WPIAL postseason. Now we'll take a look at one another PCN sponsors for their upcoming sports coverage. The game of the week returns next Friday, September 20th, as Elizabethtown takes on Manheim Central. And for a complete listing of those games, go visit PCNTV.com. Then college football comes to PCN on November 16th as the PSAC Championship goes statewide. And then December 13th and 14th, the PIAA State Championships will be part of PCN Productions only on PCN.
As we see a handoff to what looks like the tailback on that play. Again, a very short yardage. That's number 28 on the carry. Again, that's Corey Adams getting a little bit more time there handling the football. As we see number 13, Austin Hunter, back in action. We saw him limping off the field earlier in the game. He's back out there to play again on offense, trying to finish out the game strong.
Yeah, you see a lot of heart from him. He's really played a decent game. He's not performed badly at all. It's just that the pass offense really has not been there. The coverage for Clairton has really been outstanding and not letting anything get past them. He had the one big pass play at the beginning of the game, but that's about it.
As we see the quarterback keeper there, Austin Hunter, taking it up the middle, and it looks like he will get the first down possibly. It's going to be close, and it looks like where the referees are standing, that will be a first down. That's exactly what it'll be. It'll be a first down.
So California's offense, they're not stopping here. They're going to still try and get on the scoreboard. You'd like to see maybe 32-14. Might be closer score than what the scoreboard really says, because the game, you could have told me that without a score, I would have said this might have been a 10-7 game based on how this has been played out. California's defense really played well, but the scoreboard is really lying to those who are in attendance just how well it's been played.
Hunter again on the quarterback keeper, gaining small yardage after small yardage, just little carries, end up adding up in the long run. But nonetheless, California's offense still showing some strengths, still trying to find holes throughout the middle of the offense, throughout the middle of the offensive line, doing a good job of it. And just to let you guys know, most of Clairton's defense is still starters out there. A few subs coming in and out throughout the game, but nonetheless, they're still playing against that tough Clairton defense, and they've proven it this game.
Yeah, and I believe that's probably a coaching tactic to keep your guys, get some experience out there for your first team starters. It's still only the third game of the season, because now we will see a timeout called for Clairton, actually. So Clairton not liking the way that they lined up against California, but the coach of Clairton still wants his guys to be out there and get some competition against other first team starters against the opposing offense.
And Zach, I would just really like to thank the CUTV crew here this evening, doing a fantastic job getting us the replays that we need, keeping the coverage spot on, the camera people out there. Allison Steinheiser down there on camera 3, Courtney on camera 2, Kat on camera 1. And definitely we enjoyed. There's Allison there on the camera, really enjoying that down low camera. Definitely putting on some great shots. Nonetheless, the crew back in the truck, Brianna, all kinds of people here on the crew, a lot of new kids as well. There's some of more of our camera people up there. There's Courtney and Kat. We just really like to thank the crew, and we like to thank PCN as well for putting us on the broadcast. We really do appreciate that. It's a really good time being here, Zach. As we see again, 2nd and 5 for California. Hands off to the right. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to gain a few short yards close to the first down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Dimitri Clements on the carry on that one. Out of the full house package. Definitely working well for California, not only earlier in the game, but late in the game as well.
Yeah, that's really where they've had all their success, is running the football in the full house package. Like you said, with 2.5 minutes left, the second stretch is winding down. We see some of the fans have started to file out, knowing that this game is coming to an end. But California, their offense is still trying to move down the field, as it is really quieted down out in the stands as the game starts to near its end.
This is a great time to try to work on improvements and trying to work on what you've struggled on all game. As California takes a snap, he's going to throw over the middle now, but just a little bit too ahead of him. That was intended for Casey Zacek, number 10. Just a little too much, and as I said, you're trying to work on the improvements that you were lacking in earlier in the game, and there you see now they're starting to throw the ball just a little bit, trying to work on what they're struggling in.
Yeah, this is really, you could call it garbage time, because if you score, Clairton's not really going to care. It's kind of like defensive indifference in baseball when you let the runner take second base or third base. You really don't care at this point if you're Clairton's defense. You're still going to want to stand up for yourself and stop them, but if California scores, they have time to fix what they've made mistakes on and improve upon their own deficiencies. As we now see an encroachment penalty, I believe, on one of the offensive linemen. The defensive lineman for Clairton just pushed over the offensive lineman for California.
Yeah, just jumped the gun a little bit, tried to read the play call there. Not able to do so successfully. That'll give California the first down on that one. I mean, for California, obviously it keeps the drive alive, keeps you working, but something you don't want to see. You know, you never want to see a little bit of unnecessary roughhousing. Not saying it was unnecessary, but just tried to jump the gun a little bit too much. We have some final scores in the single A area. Avella edging out Mapletown 41-6. Avonworth defeating Leechburg 42-7. Again, as I said earlier, Southside losing to Shenango 17-6, and Jefferson Morgan defeating West Green 56-0. Those are the only final scores in the area, as we see a pass from Austin Hunter again, but finding nobody. The intended receiver, again, Dimitri Clements, the wide receiver, the star for the Trojans so far tonight.
Yeah, he really has been. I would like to say Dimitri Clements and then John Bongiorno have really been the two biggest stars for California. They really stepped up their game, and they really wanted to come away with a victory here tonight. As we just got an update, Fort Cherry is now winning 42-33 over Monessen now, so this game is getting a lot closer.
As we see California go back under offense. Receiver in motion, that's Dimitri Clements. Hunter takes a snap. He throws to the right, and it is caught. It is caught by Dimitri Clements, the receiver that was in motion earlier in that play. No, I actually lied to you there. That was Nate Harris on the reception, number 5. So opening up to a few more receivers, the quarterback is now.
And Nate Harris is actually one of the starting defensive backs as well. He missed an interception a couple drives ago for Clairton. I believe it was their last touchdown drive, and it really hurt the California defense, because if he had gotten that, they might have had a chance to score earlier and more often, but Clairton was able to get the touchdown, really seal the deal here at California Area High School. They will continue their winning streak to 66 games, Tyler.
That they will. It started to want more encroachment on the offense. It's going to be offsides on the defense now, I believe. Just offsides before the play call was snapped. So that'll put California another 5 yards ahead, and that'll give them the first down on that 3rd and 1. Actually, it looked like to be a little bit longer than 3rd and 1, maybe a 3rd and 2, but time. It's actually a false start on California. I'm sorry, I misled you guys there. I apologize.
We kind of got you a little tongue twister right there, Tyler, as we get you on the prank and thinking line to statewide audiences on PCN, but it was a false start. I honestly thought it was an encroachment too, but nonetheless, it is 3rd and 7 now for California.
I'm sure enough people back at home watching are laughing at me right now, but that's okay because it's 3rd and 6, California on the snap. Hunter's going to keep it himself to try to get the extra yardage, and he has a nice second effort there, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get the first down. So it looks like it's going to be 4th and short for California. It's looking to be 4th and 2. The time is ticking away now, about a minute 30 left in this game, and you might just run maybe one more play on offense, try to get the first down, and then let the play clock eventually expire.
Yeah, if you're California, you might still try and drive down the field. You have one timeout left. Who knows, you might take it. Try and get back on the scoreboard. It's something that they haven't been able to do since their first drive of the game. Everything stalls on them when it seems like they have momentum riding for them. But now Hunter is back. 2 sidecars, and it's a bad snap. But there is a flag as Hunter tries to run for the first down. He keeps on running. He breaks a couple tackles. He will keep on going, a couple broken tackles, but there is a flag, so we will have to see if this will stand or not.
I'm not sure it's going to. It might be on the offense. Referee's pointing towards Clairton, but I'm not too sure. It's going to be interesting to see what the ref calls here. It's going to be an illegal shift on the offense as we take a look at the replay there. The bad snap it is. And, yeah, you saw the player a little too late there. I believe that's what the illegal shift was called on whenever he was coming across in motion. I do have another updated score here. It's going to be Carleton over Bishop Canevin. This is a final score, 37-12. So Carleton able to pull off the victory there. Good job for them to get on the scoreboard. I believe that's their first win of the season, if I'm not mistaken. So good for them getting on the board. Nonetheless, California still struggles to get on the board themselves, at least in the win column, as they look to try to put forth a little bit more offense. Time's ticking away, about 36 seconds left in the game. Receiver in motion, Hunter back to pass. He's going to scan the field. He's feeling confident. A lot of time back there. He finally collapses on him, and that'll be the last play of the game, and it will end in a sack from that Clairton defense.
Yeah, a bad sack right there. You can really call it a coverage sack for Clairton, as once Clairton snaps the ball, they will actually might have to run 2 more plays because the time is not on their side. It would actually run it down to about a second and a half. So they're going to have to run 2 plays, but then the game will be over, and Clairton will come away with their 66th straight victory. And a question I have for you, Tyler, is what is the score of the Beth Center Carmichael's game? I know that was one to watch, especially in the Tri-County South Conference.
As far as I have updated, Carmichael's making a comeback. It is currently 28-22. Beth Center leading that one only by 6 points, so anything can happen. I'm not sure exactly what quarter they're in right now, but that'll be big as Clairton takes a knee now. Just to give you guys an idea of how great Clairton really is, they're four-time Pennsylvania State champions currently, 10-time Whitfield champions, very prestigious football team they have here, and that's going to be the last few seconds of the game. Tough luck for Clairton. Really played the game well, Zach. Just not able to get past that tough Clairton team. Well, that will do it for us actually here on CUTV as well as on PCN. Zach, for everybody on the crew for PCN and for CUTV, we thank you very much for tuning in and watching. 32-7 will be the final. Good night, everybody.